So we're underway for the second
Sorry, mate. One there. Line, hold. Behind
hit up of the match.
Go.
For our third game here on AAMI Country Rugby League semi-finals day.
Two, release. Hold 13 next to me. Go.
Greater Northern Tigers running right to left on the screen.
Three.
And the Southern Stars defence solid thus far on Barker.
Four. With me. Another step. Hold. Go.
So inside the 40, the first kick as the rain starts to tumble down.
Number 8, stay out. Eight.
Here in Dubbo for our third match of the day.
Hold there, one. Hold. Go.
Work your fingers to the phone.
Two.
Love to know where you're watching our coverage from.
No, nine, stay out.
Coverage
All the way, 3.
in areas that you wouldn't believe people would be watching country rugby league from. Right throughout the areas, as we see now the Southern Stars. Got that one. So we're just getting the team sheets here now. A few changes coming through, which is fantastic. So one might say organised chaos, but everyone's doing a fantastic job. Not too much turnaround time between games. So it's a frantic rugby league day here in Dubbo. But the crowd loving what they're seeing so far, which is brilliant. So they come to the 40-metre line. The Tigers, what they got now up their sleeve. So now to the halfway line. 0-0 the score. In general play, that's the halfway line. They're going to kick now. Off the boot. Mullaney goes straight downfield. Our referee this afternoon for this clash, Ben Millington. Bryce Hoffman, our touch judge, along with Daniel Perry on the western side of the field. Here's the kick and chase from the Stars. They're going back to clean up, and they're going to be forced into a goal line dropout here. So we're going to have a goal line dropout, and that was just perfect work down that eastern edge from the Great Southern Stars. So they're under the pump here, the Tigers. They're just going back into their own in-goal area. A frantic start. And the Southern Stars jumped right out of the box. They're here to play. There's the bench. Looking on in anticipation. Wondering when it's their turn to come out on the field and get into them.
Just wait, mate. Dan, just not work on the 10. 10 metres, they're going too early. All right. I'll talk to them, but they're going to make the effort too.
So the Greater Northern Tigers, last featured in round 1 of the competition. They played the Newcastle Rebels. That match was at Morrie Breen Oval, and the Rebels absolutely flogged them by 62 points to 0.
Hold. 2. Here.
Whilst the Great Southern Stars
Hold.
last week at Coffs Harbour defeated Western Rams by 32-20. Here's a Blake Brown, close. Is he held up? Referee consulting with his touch judge and awards the try. So the first try to the Greater Southern Stars. And the Tigers regrouping behind their own goal line here after the nuggeting little effort down the commentary side blind came from Chris Brown. Have a look at this. Nice in and away movement. I mean, it was just a matter of who wanted to get to the football first. So roll the replay there. There was Brown. Look at him go, slicing through, and got on the end of Scott Blanche, and he was able to score an easy try. So here's the kick now from right out on the touchline. So Chris Brown looking to convert. Had a few showers across Dubbo in the last few hours, but the sun is out right now and the field in immaculate condition. Here's the kick from the touchline. Looks okay off the boot. He's bringing it back around. He's kicked it. What a goal from the touchline to convert his own try. Camden's Chris Brown. Unbelievable effort. Brilliant try, brilliant kick. Successful conversion, an absolute ripper. So we're back underway here at Dubbo's Caltex Park. The semi-final day, 2016 in the Country Rugby League AAMI Championships. Great to have your company wherever you're watching our coverage today. There's a big crowd in Picton taking the coverage. And that's the 40-metre line. Great levels coming through from our referee. You can hear what's going on out there in the field. There's a penalty there for holding down in the tackle. So it's all been the great Southern Stars coming out of their own end. Now they're up the other end after a tremendous kick into touch. Gain 40 feet. Gain 40 metres. Mullaney. Back there now to Brown. Time off here. We've got trouble for North Tamworth. Scott Blanche. There he is on screen right now. Just dropping back. Getting a bit of a medical attention there from his trainers. So as I said, the Tigers absolutely got walloped by the Newcastle Rebels in round one at Morrie Breen. By 44 points, the margin. There's the bench looking on. One of those players anticipating to be out there very shortly. Because where would we be without the power rate in this modern day of rugby league? Re-energizes, just like the Energizer batteries. Dubbo.
Hold. Play it.
Thompson. Nice hands out here from Loco.
Keep coming in the middle.
Jacob plays it back, looking for their second try of the match. That's Picton's Thompson.
Five. Stand.
So that's the last tackle.
Hold, no shooters.
Look for the kick and chase. Touchatel in trouble, being picked up and driven back into his own in-goal area. Goal line drop out here. So the Tigers, they haven't even been inside the Stars' half here. 8 minutes of the first half. They've been under all sorts of pressure as the Sun tries to pop its head out here. The goal line dropout is an absolute beauty. It goes 50 metres on the fly and charging back into the defensive line. They come and to be put away by the Scone captain in Daniel Ritter. Tuvo still going. Beats Rumsey. All end up from Narrabri. Now to Hopkins. It's gone back. Now he's called the knock on. That's Josh McAvaney out there from Picton. Thought for a moment he was lucky to get away with the first one. According to the referee. Went backwards. The crowd looking on.
Form it there,
Mums and
don't move
dads on their Twitter accounts and their social media accounts, glued to
Rose, wait.
Bar
Down,
TV
hold, don't
Sports,
push. Scrum steady, I'll let the ball in.
wrapped up like Eskimos. It's not that cold though.
There we go, second row, lock.
We checked the bureau today and it was only going to be 13 degrees, but
In you go, 17.
bit of a wind chill factor here this afternoon, and I'd say we'd be up around 12, 13 degrees, but
One.
hasn't got that bite in the air. So the Tigers rolling it outside their own 30-metre line here.
Stand.
Dubbo in the tackle. Told the stand and play the ball.
10. That's
Twist
three.
from Picton.
3.
Wrapping up Captain Ritter. Back to Memphis. Away now to Aberdeen's Griffiths.
4.
So the Greater Northern Tigers come out of the Hunter Valley up through the Greater Northern region as well, taking in regions such as Scone, Inverell, Tamworth.
5.
A great depth
Stand.
in that region of Country Rugby League.
Outside. Right, mate, number 8.
Here's the kick going downfield. They're going to try and split the fullback and the winger.
Now.
Chris Brown is at the back. Runs straight into Aaron Donnelly.
Hold.
Because Aaron Donnelly, we know him from playing his junior rugby league for Gunnedah.
2.
Now this is Bobbin in off the wing.
2. 3. 3. Stand. Stand.
Donnelly from Gunnedah in there from the Tigers as they approach the middle of the field here.
4. Hold. Hold.
So 6-0 on Bar TV Sports as we approach the 40-metre line with the Greater Southern Stars. Now they go over the halfway line, support left and right. They draw the fullback. They give it away to their own fullback, and this is Brown. He's got the try line in front of him. Duncan's coming across, but Brown is no match for Harold Duncan. Second try to the Stars. They lead 10-0 on the Country Rugby League scoreboard. Well, where do you start this replay? It started right back on the halfway line and it finished right in the eastern corner towards the southern end of Caltex Field. We'll roll it here. Look at this tremendous run here by Menu. He got down into the 30. He offloaded the pass, and Camden's Brown had a foot race with the winger in Duncan from Inverell.
11 was definitely in front of me.
And no match in the end. Second try of the match to the Southern Stars.
Again, when he went to go to the tackle. All right, I'll play the advantage. Yeah.
But it's all been them.
Penalty otherwise. Okay? Right. Mate, they just, mate, they need to
They
make
just
it.
haven't allowed the Tigers to get in the match.
It's a good 10 metres. Okay? It's all good.
Early days yet. For the Tigers, hasn't been a fantastic campaign for them over the last 3 weeks, though. Babies and all in the crowd today. Mums and dads looking on. As I said, the Tigers are coming off an absolute thumping in round one to the Rebels. 62-0. So far, their campaign hasn't been able to knock up any points in the 4 column. Mammoth of points racked up in the against column. 72 points after that try. Right out on the touchline. There's the Breeze swinging the CRL banner around. Kicking into the Breeze. Just falls short. So no change to the Country Rugby League scoreboard. 26 minutes to go in the first half here. Winner goes to the grand final. And they'll take on the winner of our next match between Riverina and Northern Rivers. So back here is Metham from Inverell. Sends it deep. Straight down to Thompson from Picton. And they excel back onto the football with gusto, like they've been doing so since the early days of this competition.
Two. Here, two. Three.
Hit us up on Facebook this afternoon. Bar TV Sports. Country Rugby League Facebook page, giving you live scores and links as well throughout the day.
Thank you.
We're here till 6 o'clock tonight.
One. Hold.
We've just enjoyed
One.
a fabulous league tag competition earlier today at 9 o'clock.
First off yellow.
Congratulations to the Central Coast League Tag women.
First off yellow.
They've booked a spot in next Saturday's grand final against the East Coast Dolphins. So that clash has been set in concrete. The Central Coast and the Dolphins going around on grand final day
Wait, 7.
next
Lock,
Saturday.
Lock. Here you go, 7. Gone.
That's Jacob Loco, the centre three-quarter,
One.
trying to push his way out to the halfway line.
Hold.
That's Hopkins.
Two. No, it's not. It's all good. Three.
That's Matt White in 17.
All the way. Three. Hold. You got the 6.
Creeping up on your right, mate. Creeping up on your right.
Mullaney losing it.
No.
So the Tigers will put down the scrum. They'll feed it right on their own 40-metre line.
One set.
The Stars there look to come to the edge, just couldn't execute their passing
Here
game.
we go. Hold. Wait, 6, both hands. Wait.
We've illustrated they'll go through the middle and then come out to the edge. At every possibility. That's Scones. Josh Adams
One.
crossing the halfway line for a rarity in the first half here at Dubbo.
Two.
Down to the 30. The Tigers, through their big prop,
Three.
in Rumby.
All the way. Hold 12.
21 metres away, lost it. A fundamental error there from Inverell's Guy Metham.
First one was off your foot.
A lot of experience. Their hooker went around last year for the Tigers. The best hooker in the Greater Northern competition up that way.
Pick up.
Hailing from Inverell.
Gone. One. Two. All the way. Yellow 9.
The prestigious tournament attracts
Line.
prestigious former
Line. You walk forward.
NRRRL players as well, and throughout the day we're going to be joined by an influx of those former players as Mullaney kicking before he was bundled into touch. And Scones Watson cleaned up in goal. Line drop out here. We're going to be joined by Ricky Walford coming up shortly as well. The great Ricky Walford, instrumental to the success of the St. George Illawarra well, when he was playing, it was the St. George Dragons before they amalgamated with the Illawarra Steelers in the late 80s, early 90s.
Hold. On.
And Ricky is now one of the education officers, I believe, for the Country Rugby League here. It's great to see him giving back his knowledge to
Hold 16.
the great game that he loved for so long. Ricky Walford.
Two. Play on.
As they now approach the 10-metre line here of the Tigers.
Play it back there. 3.
10 points to nil here on semi-final day. Back to Twist. Lives up to his surname in that tackle.
Four.
Blanche gets off him. That's bobbing. Away to Manolny. Kicking. Wobbly old kick. Oh, well, there's luck at its best there for Jake Mullany. Just sat up in the breadbasket. And over he went untouched. 14-0 here on semi-final day in the Country Rugby League. But Ricky Walford, he's it on the replay here. Just look at this. It came off a Tigers player. Couldn't be tidied up at the back there from Dutch. And over they went. But yeah, I mean, Ricky Walford, just getting back to him, he'll be joining us in the box. Of course, he started his rugby league career with Eastern Suburbs, if memory serves me right. Played a number of games there in the early 80s. Had a season after he left Eastern Suburbs with the North Sydney Bears. And then played the majority of his rugby league in Australia with St. George. I think he was with St. George for more than a decade. From around the mid-80s through to, I think it was 96, 97 in the ARL. On top of that, you know, not just a great rugby league player in attack, but very classy goal kicker, great winger. He was a toe punter of the ball. You know, had a fantastic representative season as well. Plenty of representative career matches. Played for Country Origin. He played for New South Wales Origin. He actually played the first game of the 1990 Origin series before missing 2 games and 3 through injury. And also represented the Australian Aboriginal side on a tour of Tonga in 1990. And then went on to play in the Pacific Cup. Now he's a Indigenous Development Manager of the Australian Rugby League. And a life member of the St. George Dragons from 1996. So we look forward to having Ricky Walford in the broadcast box in a few minutes' time. Hailing, of course, out of Walgett in New South Wales. Played more than 230 National Rugby League games. Great bloke. Played 2 Country Origin games. Represented New South Wales too in the 1990 series. And has picked up over 116 tries at top grade level. So it'll be an absolute thrill to welcome him into the Country Rugby League commentary box when he gets the chance to spend a few minutes with us here on semi-final day here in Dubbo. As the Tigers go forward again through Metham. 30 metres away from the Stars goal line. This is Gunnedar's Reed. Stopped in his tracks on his 30-metre line. Metham. Away to Blanche. That's Watson. Hailing out of Scone. In the Hunter Valley. Blanche tries to get on the outside of Mullaney. Donnelly. Here's the kick into the in-goal area. Can they get a repeat set of 6? They can this time. Goal line drop out here. 16-0. 17 minutes to go in the first half. Live and exclusive this morning on Bar TV Sports. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Live from Dubbo, the home of the zoo, here in New South Wales. We're not too far away from the monkeys as well, and the giraffes and the safari of the world-class zoo here in Dubbo, the Western Plains Zoo. If you're ever out here in Dubbo, get along and meet the giraffes. Great day out for family and friends. And the chipmunks. Can't beat the chipmunks. And the rhinos. And you might even find a tiger at the zoo. We've found 13 on the field here. And they're clawing their way towards the goal line. That's Donnelly. Away to Blanche. He's dropped it. So the Stars come out, tried their own 30-metre line.
One. Here, one. Stand. Stand.
So we're sending the call out for Ricky Walford. He's about to come into the commentary box. Be great to have a chat to the former winger, of course, hailing from Walcott. Born there in 1963, so he's 52 years age. Can you believe it? Doesn't time go quick? Ricky Walford had a brilliant career with East and St George. And great to have him in the Country Rugby League commentary box this afternoon. Actually, I hear the door closing with that heavy tackle there on Dutchatel. Ricky Walford, great pleasure to have a chat with you, mate. How are you?
I'm well, thanks, Brett. How are you?
I'm fairly well. The Tigers, though, not so well, down by 16. How do you see this one going, mate?
I've been watching it, mate. It's going quite well at the moment for the Greater Southern Stars, but the Tigers have been their own worst enemy in this game, mate. They've dropped a bit of ball and put down off unforced errors, so hopefully they can string a few good sets together and get back into the game.
Keep coming.
Mate, life after football, how's it been for you?
Oh, it hasn't been too bad, mate. I've been involved in rugby league now as an Indigenous rugby league program manager for the last 12 and a half to 13 years. Working with the Australian Rugby League initially, but now I had a couple of years with the New South Wales Rugby League, but now with the Country Rugby League as their Indigenous program manager, so that's going quite well.
No worries, mate.
Man, of course, a lot of people would know you from the early 80s. You had was it a season or two with Eastern Suburbs?
Yes, I did, mate. Yep.
Mate, before you had a season with the Bears, was it? In the old North Sydney Bears?
Yeah, the mighty Bears.
Picked up a few tries, no doubt, with the Bears.
Yeah, I had a bit of luck over there in my only year there and back in '84 at the Bear Park, the old concrete park, used to call it. But it's been I had a great career. It's, obviously finish up with St George for 12 years there, and it was a great ride for me.
Mate, in the great V, white and red V. Somebody mentioned the other day, you scored over like 100 tries over your career there. Mate, you would have seen a lot, experienced a lot, and must have been just a great time of your rugby league career with the Dragons. As we see a try here coming up for Mullany. So it's one-way traffic here for the Stars. It's 20 points to 0. It's a carve-up so far, Ricky.
So far, mate, I think it's a bit like the old days there when the Dragons were firing. And it's been great, but like you said, scored a fair few tries with the Dragons over my time there, and I enjoyed every moment of it. And just having a look at the replay there, it's a great bit of work there from the Southern Stars winger to put the kick through, and the 5'8's gone in to score a try. It's a terrific try.
Fantastic try. So we're here on Country Rugby League in association with Bar TV Sports Day. We've been here since 9 o'clock in the morning. We're broadcasting right through till 6 o'clock tonight. And hope everybody can stay with us throughout the afternoon. Mate, of course, you played in a few grand finals for the Dragons as well. Was it the 92 and the 93 grand final? Unfortunately, it went down to the Broncos on that day. But, the Sydney Football Stadium would have been a great arena, running out to 45,000 screaming Dragons fans.
Oh, well, it's what you aspire to when you go and start playing down in the NRRRL, which is what it's known now. But back in those days, the Winfield Cup. But as a young bloke growing up at Walgett, you have dreams of becoming a first-grade football player down in the big time and the big smoke in the city. And I was lucky to achieve that status of playing in a grand final. And not many blokes have played in a grand final. It's the last game of the year, and everyone's got their sausages on the barbie and having a few coldies out there, and everyone's watching that game. So it was, a thrill to be a part of it. Obviously, unfortunately, we didn't come up trumps on those two occasions, which, it's just the way it goes. But we certainly enjoyed the experience, and, bounce the ball goes our way on the day. We could have won at least one of them.
Mate, whilst we're on the reminiscing track, can you remember round 19 in 1989? That was a mammoth day. Across for 4 tries, you booted home, 5 goals against Canterbury, and it was, 30-odd point romping over the reigning premiers in that era.
Yeah, mate, it was a great day for me that day at Cogra Jubilee Oval, and at the time I was doing a bit of practice teaching across the road at Carlton South Public School, and as fate would have it, the ABC, David Morrow, ran a story, and it just so happens that I scored the 4 tries on the same day. But no, it was a terrific day and terrific memories for me, and you know, obviously we won pretty well on the day, and you know, Canada were a formidable side back in the 80s, so it was great to get over them on that day. But you know, the rugby league has been one of the highlights of my career.
Here, 2. Hold.
No stranger, of course, to country origin and New South Wales origin as well.
Come back.
Mate, how's, I mean, I guess we all know the answer, but the game has dramatically changed, hasn't it, over the last 20, 30 years. How would you see yourself going around in this day and age?
Oh, mate, I'd probably be staying out in the wing doing what I was doing then. I'd
Kicking a few goals.
Yeah, I'd be trying to keep away from the big blokes in the middle of the field. But you know, obviously the technology has changed in the days since I've you know, hung up the boots. But you know, with the players, they're a lot stronger, faster, fitter. I think in the sense that you know, they're training full time these days, and obviously most of them have got full-time contracts, so the financial support's there, and the game is marketed in a whole different way these days, and obviously television and pay TV play a big role in that, and the media covers just about every game, every weekend, and you know, the fans get to see it on television if they don't go to the games. But I'd still encourage people, like here today, we're at the footy, it's a great day out, you get the atmosphere, and I think still being at the game is greater than watching on telly.
3, throw the line. 3, hold, wait.
Mate, correct me if I'm wrong, did you represent the Australian Aboriginal side, where was it, in Tonga, was it in 1989, 1990?
1990,
yeah.
We had, I had the distinction of going over there representing the Aboriginal nation in Tonga in 1990 at the Pacific Cup, and one of the local lads from here, probably well-known bloke out the bush these days, is Ronnie Rambo Gibbs. He was on that same tour and team with me, and you know, everyone knows Ronnie Rambo Gibbs and the feats that he's achieved in the game of rugby league, and he's still doing some great work out here in development around the Dubbo and Greater Western region.
Of course, the Pacific Cup as well, mate.
The Pacific Cup, it was pretty tough over there. They get some big blokes in the Samoan teams and the Maori teams, and we we're pretty new to it. So I think the team overall acquitted itself very well. But it was certainly a great experience, and you know, Tonga has been one of those countries where you see a lot more of the Pacific Islander boys coming into the game now, and obviously just with that the representative round that we had recently, where we'd seen Tonga, Samoa, and New Guinea, and what was the other one? Fiji, playing some very enterprising footy down at I think it was at Penrith.
And then, of course, you know, if we look forward to October this year, you've got, I think, the 30-year celebration. Samoa tackling on Fiji. That's going to be a massive game in Apia.
Well, I think, mate, they need to get some extra jersey sizes, because the ones they got now won't fit them, because they're that big, they're blokes.
They're big boppers.
They're big boys. But to their credit, they got plenty of skill too, Pete. You know, that's a credit to their coaching development over there in those Pacific Island areas and the nations, and obviously with the players playing more in the NRL, and the skill development is certainly increasing.
Scrum packing down here on the 40-metre line.
Wait, 7.
6 minutes remaining in the first half. 22 points to 0. Dominant display by the Stars. This is McAvaney from Picton.
Hold, stand. Go.
A lot of the Southern Stars side is made up of regional towns such as Picton and Oakdale and Narellan. The odd one or two also coming from Bega, the cheese capital, one might say, in New South Wales. Bega cheese. Oh, that's a crunching hit. We felt that in the commentary box. How would you like to be on the back of that, Ricky?
No, I'm pretty happy just to be sitting here, mate, watching it. And it was a great shot. But the Stars are still putting the pressure on the Tigers here. So I don't know. We're heading into a crucial part of the game, the 5-minute period before the first half. So the Tigers need to come up with something to try and get themselves back in the game.
As you mentioned now, mate, you've got an important job at league headquarters. What's on the horizon? What can we look forward to? What sort of programs are you working with? What should we know about?
Well, at the moment, we're trying to maintain our numbers in rugby league in the country, and working with other key stakeholders in the game to try and improve opportunities or create opportunities for Indigenous pathways for the young people, or young players in particular, both boys and girls these days. Ladies League Tag, as we've seen here today, is going along in leaps and bounds, and obviously the women's game is taking off right across the country as well. So we've got to look at trying to create opportunities for development of players in the bush, but also the creation of opportunities for administrators, coaches, trainers, all those sorts of things that go up to make a whole. The whole club, rather than just look at the players itself who are playing the game, because there's a lot of people who give up their time every weekend and volunteers, and we certainly appreciate their efforts as well.
I've had a bit of experience lately coming out to regional areas and speaking to clubs about football, the soccer variety, and they've got staggering numbers of juniors coming through. How are we shaping up rugby league-wise?
I think a big part of our development process is the academies. We've got 7 around New South Wales in strategically placed positions, so that's hopefully going to, I suppose, compete against the other sports, and everyone's out there trying to attract clientele to their sport, and we're no different. We want to maintain rugby league as the game on the eastern seaboard, and we certainly want to develop and grow the game whenever we get the opportunity. But we are certainly aware of the other sports there and their capacities to be able to do the same thing. But we just got to get smarter and better about it, and hopefully develop that pathway for the younger people through our academies initially, and then whatever we can do to help towns and communities pull together to try and make the sport enjoyable and I suppose sustainable in a lot of places, because we've got the Outback Rugby League now, which is creating opportunities for younger people out there in places like Broken Hill, Wilcannia, Menindee, and then we've also got the Bowen Darling competition, which probably the 2 main programs that I'll be involved in initially, and then after that, if Quinny thinks I can do some other stuff, well, I'll leave it up to him. But at the moment, I'm on probation, according to him, and he's still calling me Proby. So
you're still on your 6-month probation.
Yeah, well, that's it, mate. I've been working in the game for 13 years, but I'm a Proby apparently. But that's I suppose in a nutshell, that's what we want to do, is to try and grow the game where it's falling down a little bit, but certainly maintain and sustain it where it is going strong and thriving, but not resting on our laurels.
2 here.
And when you come to grounds such as, Caltex Park, a phenomenal facility here. Credit to everybody here in Dubbo for putting on a spectacle here today. The ground's in great nick.
It certainly is. It's a great venue, and I had the pleasure of coming here a few times, obviously for the Country City game we've had here in a few years back. But also just recently come to the Aboriginal Knockout last year in 2015, and it was hosted by the Walgett Aboriginal Connection, which is obviously on part from the Walgett mob. So and they did a great job. But a venue such as this was ideal for that type of activity, and rugby league is it can be showcased at its best here. And as we've proven before, the Country City Origin game here was a tremendous success.
I was watching that Aboriginal knockout, and it doesn't come much better than that. That was hard on your sleeve stuff, and it was just a fantastic series, wasn't it?
Oh, it's terrific. It's a terrific weekend, and like a lot of, especially the Indigenous people in New South Wales, look forward to going to the knockout as a spectacle and a cultural and social and sporting event. But obviously the amount of teams that we have there, boys, girls, women and men's over that long weekend is phenomenal. We have something like about 130 or 140 teams that compete over that weekend, and the comp starts on the Friday, and as you would attest to last year, It was a terrific weekend. Someone in trouble here, mate?
Trainer goes across here with only 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
He's lifted him up.
Joined by
into a dangerous position
Ricky
right
Walford.
there. Okay, it's just a penalty. He just needs to watch his tackles. Okay? No, it doesn't matter. He still lifted him, mate. Put him in a dangerous position. Wait, mate. Just wait.
And we're in a day and age too where televising games, it's all over the place, and I think that also adds to the crowd coming through the gate. They're able to see on the screens. They're watching it live now, and it just boosts a great, plethora of excitement around the sport.
Well, it's a great, provides a great atmosphere, and as I say, that's why it's much better if you're at the game. You'll see you're not going to miss much at the game these days because the replays are there. As you say, the big screens are there available at pretty much all the NRL ground. And when you have some games in regional areas, you're still going to get that support through the media and all those sorts of places where they'll have the big screens erected there so you can watch the game. That's actually watching it live and being replayed on the big screen. And all the little things that the mistakes that go unnoticed, or you can't shy away from the big screen. Everyone picks it up.
Here's the kick out wide. The Tigers trying to get to it, but the referee in the background says a knock on. So that will be the changeover. It's great that the referees can also provide a bit of running commentary as well. They do a great job.
Everyone's wired for sound these days, mate.
You can't get away with anything, can we? 40 seconds remaining of the first half here. 22 points to nil. The Stars running riot against the Tigers here. 40 minutes away. One of these sides for booking a spot in the Tier 2 Grand Final next Saturday. The venue, of course, will be decided later today. So stay tuned to our coverage to see where we'll be playing the Country Rugby League Grand Final. Will we be taking to Wollongong? Will we be around the Newcastle district? All of those answers. Well, pretty much all those questions, I should say, will be answered throughout the duration of the telecast here today. But the siren goes in the background, and that is half-time. The Stars leading by 22 points to nil as we go to the break here on semi-final day for the Country Rugby League. Mate, we really appreciate your time coming into the Bar TV/CRL commentary box. You're doing great things, not just for Indigenous Rugby League, but for Rugby League right across the country areas and onwards and upwards from here, mate. Fantastic job. Keep it up.
I appreciate that. Thanks for having me, mate. And we're all in it together, so rugby league's our game, and let's make it a better game for everyone to enjoy. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Ricky. Go enjoy the meat pies, mate.
I'm looking forward to it, mate.
Have one for me.
If Quinny's not eating them all.
If there's any few spares, just bring them in.
Thanks, boys.
I've got a doggy bag here. Thanks, Ricky. Ricky Walford there, joining us on Bar TV Sports in association with the CRL. So what we might do, we might take a break. We'll come back with the second 40 here. It's the Southern Stars in the Tier 2 semi-final at half-time, leading Greater Northern by 22 points to nil. When you come to these parts of the world, it's amazing who you can actually bump into. And we've got the Bidgie Regional Manager, David Skinner, all the way from Wagga Wagga. How are you today, Dave?
Oh, a bit fresh, Peter.
Mate, it is. You brought the weather with you.
Yeah, Wagga weather for sure.
Mate, how's the Rugby League world going in Wagga Wagga? What can you tell us?
Mate, I think everything's going quite strong, actually. We're just getting our sort of mid-year statistics in and suggesting that we're up in junior numbers, both male and female. Our senior competitions are sitting solid with the numbers that we had last year. So, you know, if you're a statistics man, you'd say the games are quite alive and growing.
Fantastic. And the competition down there is going well, mate?
Mate, it is. I think there's been a few changes in both Group 9 and Group 20 this year with some of the sides pushing up the ladder a bit. One of the ones in Group 9 is obviously Temora, who haven't made a top 5 appearance for a number of years now, and they're sitting, you know, equal with a couple other sides in second position on the ladder in Group 9. And then in Group 20, Yanko Wamoon have made a considerable push up the ladder, and you know, that's good for football. Both of those have been powerhouses back through, you know, perhaps the 90s and early 2000s, and had a bit of a lapse, and now they seem to have revived a bit, so it's good.
Well, you've got a fantastic arena down there. Since my time back there 3 or 4 years ago, you've now sort of done a few little odd jobs around the ground, and that's increased the capacity of the oval.
Yeah, I think we're looking at around about 10,500 people now, and of course you get a crowd like that, you're more than happy. And I know the City Country game for 2015 was a really good experience for Wagga, and it was a full house, and great facility here at Dubbo, of course.
Mate, the city of good sports really lives up to its reputation.
Well, you know, they try. We haven't had too many internationals in recent years, but they're still consistently producing good young players in all sorts of codes.
Well, that's it, not just in rugby league, but AFL of late as well.
Yeah, no, they're very solid. I see, you know, we don't know like talking too much about AFL, but they certainly recruit heavily out of our area, and it's quite amazing that we sit there challenged by AFL, you know, face to face, and yet we're still seeing our junior numbers grow. And I guess that's a sign of how healthy competition can be.
And of course, the Albury Thunder, they come out of, I guess, the border state, you know, between Victoria and New South Wales. How are we going down there, you know, as far as league goes? We're getting a few numbers in that part of the world?
Look, it's an interesting area. That would be a great population base there, around about 100,000 people in that little catchment area. And you would have to say that it's the strongest country AFL competition in Australia.
Yeah.
And so we're really up against it there. Yet the Thunder have grown over the last 5 or 6 years considerably. And you know, they're really active committee down there. I noticed that they're playing disability rugby league down there as well now. We've got a local community-based competition using the Safe Play Code for those men that don't particularly like going to training 3 times a week, but still like a weekend's activity. And
yeah.
So yeah, it's quite healthy there on the border.
Oh, that's fantastic. You know, when it's strong on the border, it's strong all around, isn't it?
Well, it is, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And of course you get a bit of, you know, local coverage down there as well, which is great for everyone to see with the live stream happening down there as well. So just opens it up for everyone to watch. Great country rugby league.
Mate, Peter, you know as well as anyone that I'm an absolute huge fan of live streaming the games. I think it's a wonderful initiative and something really positive for the sponsors to get on with without us affecting our gates. You know, I think our gates have actually come up as a result of live streaming, and yet we still get such a wide audience all around the place, so it's great.
Well, that's it. You know, when live streaming first started, particularly in the Newcastle area, you know, a lot of the administrators were thinking, oh, will it affect the gate and all that sort of thing. It's done the opposite. You know, it's brought money to the club, and it's brought spectators to sit on seats. And then they've got the opportunity to go home and watch the replay. So it's a double victory, you know.
Look, I always think that my wife's a football widow, but I've discovered in these weekends on the road that she's either watching Fox Sports or one of the live stream games, and she's up to about 7 games a week now, so through live streaming. So
how's your data bill? Nah, that's good. All you got to do is get an unlimited plan and you're off, mate. You're off. Of course, you guys go around next against Northern Rivers. Riverina, what can we expect from you guys today?
Well, mate, I'd like to think that we'll be good. You know, I think we've built a pretty good environment over the last few years down there about coming up to these things and certainly be in the arm wrestle. Obviously, we don't know too much about the Northern Rivers. They had a big win last week, but you know, we probably were a bit disappointed with our result against the Central Coast up in Tier 1. It was something that we've aspired to be in, and so I'm sure the boys will dig deep today to prove that, you know, we're very worthy adversaries in Tier 2 anyway.
You know a little bit about a man called William Hedder. He was actually going to be playing 5'8". I'm just getting a bit of word through that late scratching for the Newcastle Rebels today, so that'll be a big loss. He so many awards when he was playing down in your comp. He nearly won everything, didn't he?
Well, look, our guys, obviously we've got a good Albury base in our rep side, and Josh Cale, the coach of the Riverina side, was also the coach at Albury Thunder when Willie was very instrumental. I certainly know in one of their grand finals, between the last two finals appearances and the grand final, he was probably best on ground in all three, and they've got a huge respect for Willie, and for him to be out hurt, that's not a good sign for Newcastle either.
Not a great sign for Newcastle, but they're a very strong team. They're fit and they're raring to go, and hopefully they'll be able to book a spot into the grand final for the Tier 1, just like you guys. Hopefully you can go through to the Tier 2 grand final next Saturday. And, of course, all those games will be live and uninterrupted right here on Country Rugby League. Well, as always, Mr. Skinner, you're doing a great job down there in the Bidgie region, and thanks for coming into the commentary box, mate. All the best today, and good luck, eh?
Thanks, Peter, and full credit to Bar TV and the job you guys are doing. Wonderful for rugby league.
Thanks, Mr. Skinner. Dave Skinner there, the Bidgie Regional Manager, spending some time with us here on Bar TV Sports. Well, all the best, Mr. Skinner, as he goes down and prepares his side. One of the trainers, he gets really involved, Dave Skinner. And, hat off to him, doing a tremendous job down there in the Group 9 Rugby League competition. It's a great competition down there. Tough, brutal and fierce. And if you ever have a chance to watch it, do yourself a favour and log on, because you'll be highly entertained. Just like we're watching a highly entertaining spectacle here on Country Rugby League website. The Stars. That's what they're doing, putting on a phenomenal display. 40 down, 40 to go. Winner goes to the grand final. We're on the way for the second half here. The Tigers running left to right. On the screen.
Thank you.
And the Stars, not the start they wanted. They've lost the ball on the in-goal area.
Yeah, drop out. Just wait. We right?
So a nice crowd building in here as we see the goal line drop out coming off the Stars' boot. It'll go down to the halfway line, and they're lining up to take it back. And that's Marshall Baker. He's from North Tamworth.
One there.
Takes it to be tackled now, 32 metres out from the Stars line.
Two. Behind the line with me.
Matt White's in there.
Go.
Legs pumping through Gunnedar's Denny Reid.
Keep coming. Next to me.
Blanche. Dummying. Weaving.
Play on.
Offloading.
That's four.
That's Marshall Barker.
Right, keep coming. Four.
Comes from the city of the Country Music Festival. Here's a chance. That's Barker. He's over. He knows how to turn on a party. First try for the Tigers. We've waited 41 minutes and they've been able to crash over.
Thanks, mate. Got it. Thank you.
Replay coming up. Here it is here. Look at that. Feeble defence at the back. And the Stars on that occasion looking up.
He needs to get that looked at, mate.
Looking for Stars themselves. This is McManus now. Another one from North Tamworth. Putting the steel and ball onto the green kicking tee here. As the wind just blows the ball off the kicking tee here. Certainly ferocious. Started out as a breeze, but now the trees are blowing a gale. Evident there with the ball dropping off the kicking tee. The breeze behind the kick. Kicking towards the northern end of Apex Field. Guides it over. There's the bench. There's the security and the trainers and the crowd looking on. And there's a few Canberra players.
Stay with us.
They've arrived, Canberra.
Not early.
There's Simon Wolford down there on the right-hand side of the screen with the sunglasses on. We spoke to him yesterday. If you'd like to catch that interview with Simon Wolford,
One.
it's available right now
Hold. Go.
on Bar TV Sports' Facebook page.
2-13 next to me, mate.
Appreciated
13.
his time and everything that he does for rugby league throughout Canberra
3.
and in general.
Line. Line.
Comes with a lot of support staff.
That's
It's a new
4.
look team, Canberra today. A lot of youngsters in the squad,
15, mate, 15.
certainly
15.
looking for the future.
15.
They'll be going up against a red-hot
One.
Newcastle Rebels outfit. Coming off a massive win, weren't they, the Rebels, against the Tigers a fortnight ago.
All the way. 2.
62 points to nil. And for Canberra,
3.
they haven't played a warm-up game or any clash
All the way.
going
Hold,
into
hold.
today's
In the
clash
middle.
against the Rebels,
Too early.
because they played in the grand final last year against Illawarra
Goes. 15, mate. 15's off. 15 out.
when we were down at Mudgee. Illawarra, defending premiers of the Country Rugby League Shield. So who will it be on grand final day? Next Saturday, we'll find out as the day goes on. What a catch by Dutchatel.
One. With me. One.
No easy feat.
2.
That ball went right into the eye line of the sun. Tremendous catch it was by Dutchatel from Tamworth.
Line. 3.
Wadwell giving it away to the big 16, and he's from Gunnedah. Speaking of Denny Reid,
Last side, mate. Last side.
just short of the 40-metre line. They're about to come to the halfway line on that occasion.
5. All the way.
That's the last tackle. Look for the kick. They pump it, spiralling downfield. Brown
Yeah, I got it.
losing it. Brown not happy. He thought that the ball would have went backwards, but the referee
No. Yeah. You've gone that way.
disagreeing and telling him, no, you've come that way. And our referee is Ben Millington. They're still going on with it.
No.
Chris Brown.
Facing the ball's gone that way. Ball's
But
gone
Brown's
forward.
just going to cop the tip and get on with it.
Wait. Second row. In you go, 14. Gone. Play
So the
on.
ball's out the back. Dutchatel
One.
within 12 metres of the line.
Hold. Go.
Live on Bar TV Sports.
2. Hold.
Tigers. Well, they're winning the second half, and they're about to get the second try
You got it.
of the second half through their 5'8",
I got it, mate.
Scott Blanche.
Tigers by number 6, Scott Blanche, taking score.
22 points to tell, where we've seen over the years anything can happen in 80 minutes of rugby league. Sometimes your mentality can switch off at half-time, knowing that you've got a massive margin. With 32 minutes remaining, there's only 12 points in it now. So they're grinding their way back into the contest. And James McManus kicking right down the guts of the post.
Is that you now, Stephen?
You've given it to me.
Just brought it back. 10 metres in from the western touchline. And 20 metres off the right-hand side of the goalpost. Bryce Hoffman and Daniel Perry, the touch judges, and they're about to raise their fluoro yellow flags. Successful conversion from McManus. In the circumstances with the swirling breeze, sensational kick. So 10-point ball game here as we come back to Brown with the kickoff. Speaking of the Brown and the wind, causing a little bit of havoc at the back here for the Tigers.
Oh, there, one. One, hold.
As Ayres is in there.
Two.
Just look how many stars are over the top converging. And Tupu from Picton was one of 4 stars.
Here I am, next to me.
That's Matt White in defence, assisted there by Ayres. Referee has seen a tiny
No, he didn't.
knock on here.
Got it. Thank you.
Look at the size of the Tigers there compared to the Stars in the front row.
Here we go.
I think they've won the
Indigo 6. Indigo 6.
muscle department. Not so lucky on the scoreboard thus far.
One.
Defending their hearts out here.
Hold. One.
It's Camden's Brown.
Get him.
Away to Vincent.
Play on.
Back to White. Takes the tackle there, Ibaka.
Two. Stand
10-point ball game. Stars about to come to the commentary edge.
Three.
That's Fuller.
Three.
3 Tigers get off him. White. Thompson. Brown.
No.
McAvaney.
No.
And Thompson's over.
No obstruction.
No obstruction, says the referee. That can only mean one thing, try. No Shepherd as well. Might have a look on the replay and see if we can find any obstruction via the Bar TV technology, but the referee and his touch judges were right in the middle there and didn't have any hesitation of giving that try. There was Thompson to Brown. They cut out one to give it away to McAvaney. And Picton's McAvaney got a great ball away to his teammate at Picton in Don Thompson, who just strolled over untouched under the post.
The way you propel the ball was,
Fair try
That's right, exactly.
for the Greater Southern Stars. It's the first time they've been able to get up the other end of the
Not
field
always
in
gonna
the
play to
second
a
half,
group.
pretty much. And they've been able to waltz over the line. So Camden's Chris Brown
Old school.
right in front. Kicking towards the Dubbo RSL end of the field. He converts the try. So 26-12. 28 to go, second half. Winner goes to the grand final next Saturday.
No early.
So Saturday afternoon
Stay.
football.
Stay.
Live and uninterrupted on Bar TV Sports. Stay with us. A mammoth day of telecasting right through till 6 o'clock tonight.
One. Front of the line. One. Hold. 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 Hold.
If you just clicked onto our stream, we've seen two fantastic games of league tag
Play on. Play on.
to kick off semi-finals day. Central Coast, too good for the Tigers in our 9 o'clock clash. They've gone through to the grand final, and they'll face the East Coast Dolphins
Stay our first marker, Dan.
next week, who came off an easy victory when they played the Southern Stars. So league tag certainly has a place on the rugby league schedule. Entertain the crowd, and we love to watch. It was fast and furious, and one might even say faster than this match.
Hey. Come on. Yellow feed.
So Aberdeen's Joey Griffiths. He's about to put the ball into the scrum right on the halfway line.
Wait, wait. Wait.
Just being told to
Wait up.
hold his
Second row,
horses
get in. Lock.
before
38, second row, back it in. 12.
putting the ball into the scrum.
In you go. Thank you.
Cloud cover.
Go on.
Now covering the entire complex here in Dubbo.
Hold.
Hashtag Bar TV Sports. Join the conversation here this afternoon.
Here we are. Here we are.
If you know any of the players, get in touch with them. Work your fingers to your tablet or your smartphone, iPad,
Three. Here we are.
or even leave us a message
Mark is out.
on Facebook. That's Blanche.
4. All the way. 4. Marker, stand.
15 metres out. They cut out one to go to Griffiths. Now this is
5.
Wadwell.
5.
Another one hailing from North Tamworth. Now to Griffiths. He's trying to kick for Dutchatel. Duncan's coming high. Duncatel loses, kicks it, throws it around. Play on, 6 to go. Could be a try. They get it down. No.
0.
0 tackle.
Yeah, come on.
Tackle count restarted now for the Tigers.
0.
Shane Wadwell again.
1.
On his back there, thanks to Todd Ayres. Hailing out in the Naruma. Now to Dutchatel. He's from Tamworth.
2.
In the local competition up there in the Country Rugby League.
Play on.
Back to Aberdeen's Griffiths. They're getting closer with every offload.
3.
The Stars are awake to this thus far. Are they able to keep them out? Back to Ritter.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it. I've got it.
He's the captain. Time off will stop the clock.
Hey.
Let's go in and have a listen to our referee
Take it.
in Ben Millington.
Here. All right, he's going down, but he has hit him high. Oh, it was just lazy, all right? It's getting late in the game. Just make sure we don't go any higher, okay? It's a penalty. One there, get him down. One.
So Denny Reid.
Play on.
Nice hands there. Fantastic hands. If it wasn't hands like that, they wouldn't have got the try in the end to Fisher. And Fisher able to get the third try of the second half for the Tigers. 28-16 with 23 minutes to go in the match. This is not over yet. This could be just the start of the Tigers' revival. This is how he did it.
Thanks, mate.
Loved it.
Cheers.
So
Not too
McManus,
bad run around.
there he is. That's his equation. Just looking up at the wind, throwing a bit of loose grass cutting up into the sky, seeing which way this wind's flopping around or circulating here at Caltex Park.
What are you two laughing at?
Referee
You're just going to jinx this, mate.
just having a chat with his touchies. Now that's a first. He wanted to know what his touchies were laughing at. Here's the kick. Looks good. Oh, it's just smashed the right-hand side of the breeze, and the breeze ended up taking it far right. So no change here in the Tier 2 as the crowd look on. There's the Canberra side. They'll be here to play Newcastle
Stay, not early.
at 2:30 for a spot in the 2016 Tier 1 Grand Final.
We're up.
Here's Brad Murray.
All on.
Here's Brad Murray from the Newcastle. Brad Murray from the Newcastle Rebels. He's one of Bar TV's favourites. He's made his way all the way out to Dubbo. Mate, how was the zoo this morning? Did you go have a look?
Yeah, mate, we went out there this morning and had breakfast.
Play on.
Some of the boys are still out there, actually.
Fantastic. It's a great day, mate.
there.
Dubbo, it's a great ground,
One
isn't
there,
it?
one.
I mean,
One.
no excuses today for the Rebels. You're going to come up against a red-hot Canberra side, but they're very young, very
there you go.
inexperienced,
Go.
and
All right.
mate, hopefully from Newcastle's point of view, be able to turn on a spectacle out here today.
Yeah, definitely,
One.
mate. They're obviously a young side,
One.
but they'll be
Hold.
keen to,
Hold. Hold.
get on the front
Go.
foot against us, but we just got to sort of weather the storm and go with them. We've
Two.
got plenty of experience too,
17
so
next to me.
we should be right.
2.
Your game, of course, Canberra's here. The Newcastle boys, mate, you just turned up.
Yeah, mate, just coming on the bus and
3.
got here a little
Three.
early, going to have some lunch and
Three.
have a bit of a chill out.
How's my mate Marcel?
7.
Yeah, Marcel's good, mate. He's ready to go.
He's ready. He's
Four.
pumped.
He's pumped, mate.
All
yeah.
right. All right.
Everyone's pretty excited
Keep
to play.
coming.
Looks like a good field.
4.
Yeah, it's great, isn't
It's
it?
starting to build, so it should be a good day.
Yeah, all right, mate. Well, I'll let you go. I know you're busy, but, mate, all the best. And I know
Keep
Newcastle will be hoping that you can get the points and head to the Awards Grand Final day.
That's
Thanks,
all
mate.
right.
Cheers.
Thanks there. That's Brad Murray from the Lakes United Seagulls.
15.
Spending some time with us here in the commentary box. We appreciate his side. And, of course, Brad's got to go around again on Sunday when his side tackle the Western Suburbs Rosellas in the Newcastle Rugby League competition. As we see Chris Brown from Camden, he's close to the halfway line, back then out of Loco. He gets the legs pumping and takes it towards the 40-metre line. He'll get up and play the ball back now. 20 minutes to go in this match. Who wants the ball now? It comes back to the right. Mullaney, he sets it away now to Twist. He ducks and twists and turns and pivots and weaves. And he's going to be tackled now 35 metres out from the Tigers line here on semi-final day for the Country Rugby League. Comes back there now to the number 6 in McAvaney. He steps, he weaves, he puts the big palm into Adams, and he's going to be tackled now. They don't want to put him on the ground because he got the pass out the back, and the Stars are blistering their way down towards the 20-metre line through Bobbin. He'll play it back now. It comes back then out of Hall. He now finds Tupu. He gets it away to Tuvo. He's strong, he's hard, and he's on his back. Last tackle now for the Stars. Look for the dummy half run. There it is. Hall. He scores, did he? He looks like he might have got the try. He does get the try. So the Stars now back out to 32-16 with a kick to come here on semi-final day for the Country Rugby League. Well, that was fantastic to watch. And guess what, everybody? We'll be able to have a look at the replay of that try coming up very shortly to Jermaine Hall. He just fooled the defensive line of the Tigers, got down low, but that all came about through this run from the big number 10 in Tuvo. Last tackle, he played it back, and away he went from dummy half, and that's Jermaine Hall. We speak about long hauls in rugby league, but that was the shortest haul he'll ever come up with. Flopped his way over the line from 2 metres out. So back to 16-point margin here on semi-final day for the Country Rugby League for our second year. Pumping out the live stream. This time last year we were at Camden.
Thank you.
Broadcasting from a cherry picker. 30 metres in the sky. Today, we're got beautiful amenities. as the kick's a beauty. So 34 points to 16. We'll add another 2 to that scoreboard as the crowd building here in time for the Tier 1 fixtures later today between Canberra and Newcastle and Illawarra and the Central Coast. Illawarra, of course, are the defending premiers of the Country Rugby League. Newcastle, of course, haven't been able to take the trophy back since, I think, 2012, I should say.
Thank you.
I know there's a big audience in Newcastle watching right now, and of course right around Australia and through the Pacific and into New Zealand. So wherever you are, thanks for clicking on to the live stream powered by the Country Rugby League. Thanks to Terry Quinn and everybody in the Central headquarters. Doing a great job exposing their competition. Because next year, I should say, will be the last City Country match.
Number four.
So they're looking to go out on a high.
2. Here.
When we say farewell, City versus Country, the annual fixture that's been a part of the Rugby League itinerary for many years.
3. Play football and stop whinging at me.
That's Wadwell.
4.
And Wadwell.
Stand, step back. Stay out, 10.
Giving it back to Blanche. The prop standing out wide. That's Rumsey.
5.
What a tackle there by Jake Twist.
5.
Griffiths. Away to Fisher.
6 tackle.
Got the last try for the Tigers.
Play the ball wide. Wait.
Wanted his own.
Wait. Play the ball.
Again there. Didn't quite come off for him.
1.
15 minutes out from
Hold.
full time. We go inside the last 15 minutes on the Country Rugby League scoreboard. Stars up through the middle.
3. Make the line. 3.
That's Hall. Brown inside the 40 off the kick of Moloney. Angling it towards touch. Gee, he was only about a metre out from a 40-20. Maybe 2 if that.
Oh, no. No. No, it's going to be inside the 20 for it to be. Close. Wait up. 14. In you go, mate. Gone. Pass, ready. Push it. 1. 1 next to me. 10.
So Adams to the 30-metre line.
2.
18 points.
2. Oh, wait, 8.
In the first of the Tier 2 competitions. Knocked on right on the 30 of their own line. Oakdale's Brad Hopkins led the charge there from the Stars, putting pressure on the Tiger.
Over here. Completely, brother. Patience. Wait, mate. Lock.
We've seen some wonderful football played over the last 2 weeks.
Oh, hey. You know what you did? 8, don't touch. Wait,
And everybody is raving over the inclusion of the Ladies League tag.
Gone.
And that has also been a tremendous success as Brown looking to link up there with his winger in Bobbin. Bobbin down to the 20. Wrapped up there from Dutchatel and McManus.
Wait. Play it. Go.
Tupu wanting it in 8. He nearly got it, but Mullaney goes across the field, goes himself. He's still going, weaving and darting his way down to the 10.
2.
Hall, he'll bend down and collect the football. Tupou offloading. Back to Thompson. Thompson's close. Can he get it down?
3. Playing the advantage. 3. 3.
A metre away.
Play it.
Hall again. Looking around. Trying to figure out who to give it to. He gives it to Brown. They cut out one. It's gone forward. Everyone's saying, how was that forward?
I don't come from the north.
And it's answered there by the referee. It went to the north, meaning it was nearly a penalty. That's how far forward that one nearly went.
Yeah, it's over here.
A great refereeing from Ben Millington here.
Old school forward pass.
Riverina about to warm up on the backfield, I'm told.
Old school Shepherd. Hold on. Wait up. There we go, Lock.
As McAvaney there was denied the try.
Steady it.
Of course, of
Outside
the
foot. In you go.
speculator that floated forward.
One here.
So Fuller in
Hold,
defence,
hold.
along with Picton's Tupou, trying to stop the Tigers from coming
Now
outside their
behind
cage.
2. 3. 3. Markers out. Markers.
That's Rumsey.
4. 4.
They're about to cross the halfway line. Duncan.
5. 5.
Last
6
tackle.
on the lane. 10. Stay.
Look for the
No,
crossfield
11,
kick.
11.
There it goes.
Outside.
Swirling around in the afternoon sunshine. Ball bounces. Did it come off a Tiger? I think you'll find it was knocked on by Tiger.
Stop him first.
Yeah, it was. Thanks,
Change
referee. Change over.
Over, wait.
Right on the 20-metre line.
Play the ball.
So 18-point ball game here on Country Rugby League semi-finals day. Big crowd building here. Well, Rumsey was just left seeing stars literally there
2. Stand.
before Blanche comes in and knocks him into the lush turf.
3. Here we are. Markers. 3. 3. Stay at 11. 11.
Mullaney always offloading like that. Perfect demonstration of his skills.
4. Keep coming. 4.
Dutchatel at the back.
Don't play it on him.
That's Brown. That's Thompson. Juggled. Kicked ahead by the Tigers. Call back to the 10-metre line here at Coltex Park in downtown Dubbo.
Yellow feet.
Dubbo certainly getting behind the country championships. What a weekend to come to Dubbo for the Country Rugby League Championships. You've got the Dubbo Jail in the old part of town. You've got the zoo.
It would have been a good try. It would have been a good try.
You've got everything that you want
Wait.
for a breakaway from the
Seven,
city.
wait, so, mate. Wait,
The
second
next
rows
time
in.
you're thinking
Lock,
about where to
lock,
come in
center
2016
Yeah,
for your favourite holiday
you.
choice, why not think Dubbo? The city of entertainment.
1. Keep coming wide. Hold.
I've never
Wait.
seen so many hotels in Dubbo
Play, he walk forward.
going down the
Forward.
main street. There must be about 20 or so in the main street.
Keep coming.
So great for tourism.
Play it. Play number 4. Number 4. 4.
As the Tigers now look to come out to the edge of the field.
That's 3. 3. Stand. Come on. No, in the middle. No, 10. 4. Come
Driven
on, don't
backwards
tire.
there. Welcome
All
to
the way,
Caltex
work.
Park.
4.
It's pretty lush. He knows that. He gets straight back up. Oh, we're watching the FFA here.
No.
Nice skills demonstrated there by the players. A little bit of
I got it.
tick for tat.
Talk to each other. No. Talk to each other.
So the crowd here building steadily.
Wait up.
There they are, the Canberra side. They're still
Wait 7.
watching
Wait 7.
intently.
Down, hold, hold.
Getting a
Here
few
you go.
tips possibly for their own game coming up shortly against Newcastle.
One. Don't ruin
That's
it.
Jack Twist from
One.
Picton. It's scrappy out here. We might hear a whistle. We do hear a whistle. Got Keith Onslow out there as well, having some fun. Got Terry Quinn, the CEO of the Country Rugby League.
No. Don't come off.
Terry might be able to pop his head in later today when he gets some time. No doubt Mr. Onslow, he knows all about live streaming. He's been a part of the Newcastle Rugby League live streaming community for a few years now.
Gone.
Who else do we have out here today? We've got Con. Well, he's done his part.
One.
Chock as well. We've had Ricky Walford.
Hold. Go.
Anybody else that we can leash into the box?
Two.
Got
Keep
Mr.
going
Adam
with me.
Kidd pumping away on the
Hold.
social media
Hold.
in there for Country Rugby League. He might be able to come through. He's taken all the pies, I know that.
Coming. Next to me. 3.
I haven't got one yet. He's had 10. As the ball now comes to the number 8. That's
4.
Rumsey.
4.
We might have a word with Mr. Kidd
4.
about that. Is he coming in? He is now. Here he is, the man full of pies. As it comes back then out of Hunt. Oh, Adam, he's just been picked up and driven down there. It's the last tackle now for the Tigers. What will they do? Will they kick it out wide and try and get a set of 6 back to the line, drop out? Will they actually chance their arm? They're looking for a winger. They might even go themselves. The fullback's gone without it. Oh, it's gone through the 2 legs. Now the kick to the in-goal area, Mr. Kidd, and they might even be forced to kick it dead. They are. Goal line dropout. Nice little passage of play there from the Tigers. Hello.
Off 1.
Hello, Peter. How are you?
I'm fairly well. How are you going?
Fantastic. It's been
Mate.
a fantastic day so far. We've seen some great football and plenty more to come.
Oh, it's been a brilliant day, isn't it? Everyone's getting behind it. Great crowd.
Mate, it's been fantastic. It's quite a chilly day, but we've got 6 games today. We had a
The
couple
new
of
one.
really close Ladies League tag games earlier and some very worthy finalists for next weekend. And a couple of minutes to go on this one, and the next game should be great also.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. We've got Riverina playing Northern Rivers in our next match, live on Country Rugby League.
1. Red
But
line.
the Stars
Red
up by
line.
34-16. But the Tigers have won the second half so far as the
2.
points go.
2.
But they're still hitting
Keep
with
coming. Play on.
atrocity here as it comes back to the big number 8 in
3.
Rumsey.
3.
He's dropped down 8 metres away.
No.
Comes
7.
back then out of Dutchatel. They cut out one. That's Duncan with the ball. Fires it back to Dutchatel from Tamworth, their fullback.
4 there.
So they're getting closer, clawing their way to the Stars goal line. Numbers out this way. It's just a matter of bashing and barging their way over.
5.
Last tackle now for the Tigers. What will they do now? Will they run it? Will they kick it in the in-goal area? There's the kick. Oh, it's off of Stars. What a catch. Are we at Caltex Field or the Melbourne Cricket Ground, Mr. Kidd?
That's a very proud slips catch right there.
How good was that? Mark Taylor be proud of that in his day.
2.
Mate, talk to me about the social media campaign of the Country Rugby League. Of course, you're heading that up with your illustrious team. How's that all going ahead? We're getting many hits today?
Mate, it's been fantastic, and a big thanks to Bar TV for live streaming all the games today. It's fantastic to get their support. They do a fantastic job. And it's fantastic to be able to bring these games to people right around regional New South Wales. I think it's important to provide an outlet for people to be able to watch these teams, particularly when we've got many regions playing on the same day. As we see a break by the Stars just break down.
Mate, we're just checking the country codes. We've got people tuning in from across the ditch in New Zealand.
Hello, boys.
Up through the Pacific. Hey? So they're watching a fantastic day of Country Rugby League. And, only 3-4 years ago, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to maybe do this as we see the bench look on from the Tigers. So everything's full steam ahead here as we count down to the big Tier 1 games later today. Illawarra probably favourites going into the game against the Central Coast, and Newcastle maybe slight favourites to take out Canberra, but that's the joy about rugby league. Anything can happen in 80 minutes.
And we've already seen that today with a couple of surprising results in the Ladies League tag. You're not wrong about the Tier 1 games. Illawarra obviously have a very dominant record in the country championships, and they'll be looking to continue that.
Keep coming,
I think Newcastle-Canberra could be a very interesting game. It was Canberra that knocked Newcastle out last year. I think Newcastle will be that'll be in their memory somewhere. And they were very impressive beating Greater Northern 62-0 in the first week. So if they could replicate that form, Canberra's got a very different side to last year. They're a bit of an unknown quantity.
That's Duncan putting it on the toe, looking to get it back himself. Oh, no, he can't. As the Riverina boys down there just warming up before they come out onto the field. Gee, they got a bird's eye view of that little play.
That's right. That's another interesting game, actually, the next one, because the Northern Rivers are a bit of an unknown quantity as well. They like to throw the ball around and play a lot of free-flying football up there, so maybe some contrasting styles and entertaining football.
Mate, you've been a busy boy today. I've seen you out there with your big telephoto lens, stalking a few players, but all in good fun for the website, hey?
Well, I've been working up all the pies that I've
I know.
That's why I'm doing so many laps.
They've given us 250 pies here today, and how many's left, Mr. Kidd?
I sampled 198 of them. They're all delicious.
Oh, they went down all right too, didn't they?
Well, it's very cold here, so you need to stay warm. It's of the utmost importance.
I had spies at McDonald's this morning. Did I see your media and communications van go past there about 7:30 in the morning?
Well, I need to make sure that my team are fueled and ready for a big day such as this.
So you can confirm that?
Well, I cannot confirm nor deny as a typical media person. Your reports may have an element of truth about them.
The Tigers, are they about to go over for their fourth time in the second half? Down by 18 points here. They're getting closer. That's the 16 in Reed. Understand, he comes from Gunnedah. So an even spread up through the Hunter and into that part of the world. Of course, a lot of the players come from Scone and Tamworth. So we're seeing a lot of great rugby league talent out on display from that part of the world. And the referees are having a good game as well, mate. So everything's going along nicely.
Hopefully it continues. It's been great. And Stars have put in a pretty impressive performance here. They've had a fair few changes to their team from last week. You know, a guy like Michael Lett missing from the team you think could have been a big loss, and then Chris Brown's come in today and filled in perfectly, really. So they've got a bit of depth there that they probably haven't had in previous years, and it's a pretty strong performance. I think the Tigers may be a little bit disappointed with their campaign this year. Results not quite going their way, but they'll come back. They're a proud region, and I'm sure they'll bounce back next year.
Mate, AAMI's been a great sponsor again this year.
AAMI are fantastic. They've been with us for a very long time. Very proud to have their support. It's much appreciated, and they do a fantastic job for Country Rugby League.
All right, I'm off to have a pie. Good luck with the call, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Marley joking. Thanks very much, Adam, for your time there, mate. Adam Kidd, the media manager for the Country Rugby League, doing a fantastic job in at CRL headquarters. And, of course, they're moving away from Moore Park. They're heading out to the ANZ Stadium precinct. Well, there you go. That's full time. The Stars comprehensive winners here as we have a look at the last play of the match. Nice little kick through, wasn't it there? McAvaney had it through the dummy and got over to score a try.
We need that ball.
Right on the stroke of full time. So I don't know if they'll even have the chance to kick the goal. I don't even know if they want to have a chance to boot this one over. The touch judges are in position. All academic in the end. And now this is a sight to see. Ben Tupu, a big prop, about to attempt the conversion from 10 metres in from touch. We've given props a licence to kick in the country championships. If it was for the grand final, maybe we wouldn't give it to him on that attempt. He's missed it, but he hoffed it high into the air, and it wasn't a bad attempt by the big prop. So that is full time here. Tier 2, Game 1. Stars comprehensive in victory by 38 points to 16. We'll take a break and come back with our next match. Riverina hosting the Northern Rivers.
here, go. Good. 2. Stand now. Marker square, wait. Too early, 10. Thank you. Hold. 3. Stand now. Wait here, go. 4. Stand up. Here. 10. Got to get there quicker. Inside.
So the second of our Tier 2 clashes underway. Chock's back in the box. How's lunch, Chock?
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Turned on the hospitality here today.
Yes,
it's great.
I have, yeah. In this northern riverside, they had a bit of trouble getting here yesterday with the cancellation of a flight from Sydney to Dubbo, so they had to come out. They had to get 2 buses to 2 mini buses to bring them out. So they've had a long time getting here.
You were never there originally.
So let's see how they fare today. There's the penalty, the first one of the match.
So it's back here.
So Casino's Roy Bell's the captain. That's him on the screen now. Bangs it into touch.
Roy's been around a long time.
Yeah,
So
hold here, please.
Yeah,
Good.
knows a thing or two about football.
yes, I think so.
Let's see how he can direct his traffic today. He wants to get involved at every opportunity.
In the middle.
He's
in the
just
middle.
dropping
9.
back in the back line there
Back
and
to me first.
trying to see who
2.
get to the ball. He's about to come into play. One might think if they come left. No, they go the right-hand side. That's Lanston. He's from Tweed. Beautiful part of the world, the Tweed coast.
And hold.
Tweed heads.
10. You're short.
Theory giving it away down to Bell. Overlap out here. O'Connell takes the tackle there of Byat. 2 metres out from the line. Roaston spinning it through the back line. They're attacking. 10 metres away.
Wait.
Last tackle now. Roaston giving it away to Bell, kicking. And back there is Jack Lyons and saves the day.
Yeah, not a real good kick, straight into the arms of the winger over there. And it made it very easy for him to take and bring it back to the 20-metre line.
9. Wait.
Speaking of Jack Lyons, he had a brilliant 2015 Country Championships. I remember calling, where was it? Bathurst, I think it might have been, Chock last year.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
He picked up 4 tries that day and set the stadium alight. So if he can get into open pastures here, he'll definitely do the same in Dubbo.
On now. 2.
Cowan.
Release. And hold, go. 10. Too
So
early.
all these sides, for the Riverina side, I should say, when they receive a penalty, they come from the likes of the Albury Thunder, South City, Junee, home of Ray Warren with his statue.
Yeah, I was there the other day, or passed through there.
The pigeon's still on his head, mate.
I think it was.
He loves that.
Yes, it was, yep.
Yeah.
Wait here.
All likes of Gundagai, Tigers, Leeton, and West Wyalong.
Please.
You know, West Wyalong, of course, have the West Wyalong Cup.
Move it up.
Great tournament out there once a year, and everyone gets behind that as well. So,
If he doesn't kick for a touch, he can.
great region of rugby league. The city of good sports.
1. Stand there.
Wagga Wagga.
Wait here. Go.
We've had Dave Skinner in the broadcast box. He's quietly confident that his side
2.
can make it to grand final day. They've lost the ball though, Chock.
No.
Yes,
Pop the
that's
other side.
that was fairly bad play there.
Scrum here. We're going to feed this side.
Bit of strapping there on the touchline. Where would we be without the strappers?
Oh, tell me.
Please. You're going to feed this side.
Where would the last of us be without the
Wait for
footballers?
my out call,
Well,
please.
that's exactly
In
right.
the scrum. Feed, please. Yep. Out.
Where would we be without the creators of rugby league?
Yes, you're right there.
In that, what was it, George Hotel in Huddersfield, Northern England. That's where they came up with the concept of rugby league in the late 1800s. The concept was developed.
9. That's it. Good.
They've got a museum now, actually, in the George Hotel. I'm actually going over for the Tri-Nation Series at the end of the year.
Oh, that'll be a great group.
And looking forward to heading inside the Museum of Rugby League that they've developed over there in Huddersfield at the George Hotel. So just outside the 40 here. The kick going along the carpet, and Jeffrey spins it wide and finds Lyons,
Still going forward, mate.
who takes on Zybil. I think that Ben Jeffries, he was a former NRL player too. Sure, it might have been Balmain. I might be wrong there, but...
Good, good. Excellent.
It's Leeton's Brent Pike giving it away, this time to Albury's John Huggett. That's Byat. Away to McCarthy. There he is again. Kyle floating it out wide. Lyons is about to come onto the football. That's him now. Always dangerous, as demonstrated right there. Hard to put him on his back. Luff. Look for the kick. There it goes. In towards the in-goal area. Cruz is in trouble. Cruz. Over the dead ball line he goes. Touching goal.
Yes, a line drop out and puts them under pressure again for another 6 tackles.
But they look sharp though, don't they? Chocked the Riverina side early on.
Yeah, they look a little bit sharper than the northern side, so, but they have to turn that sharpness into points.
Should we time it here? Should we time it?
Goal line dropout's a high one. Comes down to Byat, 20 metres out. That's Huggett. Giving it away to Pike. Comes from Leeton. The group 9 down there. That's Jeffrey looking for Lyon. That's O'Sullivan. Another speed machine. Tweed's Lantern's got hold of him. Back there now to Jackson in 11. He's from Yanko. Jeans, they cut out him. They go to Rose. Comes out wider. They're getting closer, aren't they? That's Huggett. He floats it out the back. Charging onto it now. Could they score out here? Foley. 6 more tackles, Chock.
Yep, 6 to go.
Tackle count restarted here. McCarthy's got the ball. Comes back to now to Cohen.
They keep going that way. They're a bit short outside the northern side. If he gets it across to the wing, they could probably score.
Jeffrey tries to do it all himself. That's Luff. Luff. Chancing his luck. Now to McCarthy. Lovely ball.
Oh, he's not quick enough.
Well, it was intended to Byat, but it went straight to the Rivers, and they've come up with it there through Lanston. 10 metres out now, 20 metres out now. McCarthy has to go around the legs and swamp on him. 20 metres out from his own goal line. Here's a penalty.
I think that's our replacement referee too, Rod Bone from Owen from Central Coast.
Oh, he's come up from the coast, has he?
Yeah, well, I think there was a pull out there, and Rod works for us at the Country Rugby League as a community referee officer, so he's there to trying to get more referees, and he does a good job. So I think he's filling in here today too.
Jack of all trades, great to see. And it's all about multi-skilling this day. If you can only do one job, you're out the back door.
Yeah.
But the same at the Country Rugby League.
Yes, anyway.
There'd be a few doors in there to go out the back of, wouldn't it?
Tell me about it.
There's a few doors at Bar TV like that, but you've got to shut them before and lock them off before you can enter out the back door. Or depart, one might say. Here's Bell kicking it in towards the 10-metre zone. That's Jeffrey. Beating one, crawling down to the 10 before he's been clunked by O'Connell.
These Riverina forwards might be starting to get a little bit tired. Some of these blokes very slow back into position.
All the way back.
Foley off the wing.
Good work, 10.
Now to Rose. Giving it across the face. So they're going through the middle here before they earn the respect to go wide. Cowan from Albury.
15, tackle done. Last one. 10 just got there.
Here's the kick inside 40. Falls nicely for Chris King, hailing from Lismore.
Tackle 1, 16, let go. Square up. Good.
So O'Connell goes for a scoot from dummy half, runs straight into Foley. This is the Country Rugby League Championships of 2016. Live streaming around the world. Thanks for coming along for the ride today.
Hold here, hold here, hold here. Go. Too early, 8.
Roaston giving away to their big number 8. Zybell might get a penalty for his efforts here.
He's tackling him as well. It's a strip.
It's a strip.
Just wait, just wait.
Right in the middle of the field.
Strip.
I thought that was a pretty bad carry myself, but anyway, that's part of the game these days.
We're on the 10, boys. We're on the 10. Thank you. Hold here.
Here's a chance to Northern Rivers to
Hold, go. Good.
put some points on the board.
Mulkey within 10 metres.
1. Ben, keep coming. Good.
Roaston. Zybell from Cudgeon.
Good.
Coleman.
There is a chance if they keep going on that right-hand side.
Under the pump, Riverina. Zybell. 2 metres out.
Wait here, wait here.
Bell. Oh, it's
right.
come off the back of the shoulder of Ben from Casino.
Yeah, there was a try begging there, just a misdirected pass, and comes up now, and the BG Bulls will get possession by means of a scrum.
Scrum, yep.
Scrum.
I think as the game goes on, the 5'8" for BG Rose, he's a very, very good player.
You're just going a fraction early, mate. It's not when it hits the deck, it's when it clears the ruck.
So a referee in the program is Robert Bowen.
Yeah, that's him. So I don't think he's a regional one pick, but they might have made that decision during the week before the programs were printed.
Because the Northern Rivers is coached by Scotty Sattler.
The famous tackle in the green final
of 03 against Penrith. Oh, well, against the Roosters.
That's right.
What a tackle that was. The 30-metre line, wasn't it, out at ANZ Stadium on that famous night.
You're right. 4. Let him up. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Good.
It's the Riverina side. Through Rose. On the last tackle here.
Keep coming, keep coming.
That's McCarthy. Kicking. Will the ball sit up for Riverina? Sits up nicely, though, for the opposition in the Rivers. That's their little nuggeting little fullback at the back. That's Mitchell Cruz. Doing his best. Held in the tackle. There from O'Sullivan. Cohan and Jackson combined in the tackle from Riverina on that occasion. So they're looking to stamp their authority and go over the halfway line here, the Northern Rivers. Looking around. They're able to find Roaston here. That's the 40-metre line. They're going to kick now for King. King's coming through. Trouble here for Foley. Foley's in trouble, all right, but he's been able to get himself out of trouble, and he's back into the field of play. What a tremendous effort there by their winger.
It was a good effort, but if you have a look at the Riverina forwards, they're very slow in getting back there. I'd be probably using that kick a lot more and make them ruck it out from their own 20.
Here and hold and hold. Good.
So 14 minutes remaining.
I can't hear you. 5, mate, 5.
That's Lyons, I think you'll find, coming in off the wing in jersey number 2. That is him.
Go back and play on the line.
Told to
On the line.
play back on the line. Referee still not happy. Lyon will know all about the line after this.
Yes, he will.
Play the ball, I'll tell you when to go.
There he is there, playing it right on the line. Third time lucky. And they bash and barge their way out now to the 40-metre line here on semi-final day. The Country Rugby League, thanks to AAMI Insurance, the major sponsor. Here's the towering kick. They pump it downfield. That's Chris King in two minds whether to take the ball carrier. Bayat's got the ball, and he's going to be cut down. Will miss communication to the back. Cost Rivers here. Riverina throwing it around. Back to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan towards the line. Finds Lyons try. We could see that coming from Wagga Wagga. He's coming over and scoring his first try of semi-final day. He picked up 3 tries last year at Bathurst. He's picked up his first today in the same match 12 months later.
Yeah, very bad play by the Northern Rivers by not taking that ball on the full. They let the ball bounce, and it bounced away from him, and it resulted in a few passes and a try very close to the post.
Here it is on the replay. Well, this is all not good enough, I guess. You know, I mean, this is a bit of confusion, I guess. I mean, these teams don't play a lot of football, so I guess they're just finding their way through. But communication has cost them in the end, and luckily O'Sullivan was there to pick the ball up, flicked it out the back, and Lyons from South City, well, he's just gone in for a stroll.
Yeah, made it very easy. Very easy.
Very easy. Just waltzed his way over the line.
I think you'll find that they'll be taking the ball on the full in future. I think the coach of Scotty Sattler won't be too happy with that.
You wouldn't see Scotty Sattler doing something like that. Here's the kick. Misses it.
He's missed it. Fairly simple kick.
Simple kick.
Might come back to haunt him, that.
So back to the halfway line we go. 4-0 Riverina in the Tier 2 clash. Winner goes through to the grand final. Loser goes back home and starts preparing again for 2017.
2017, yes.
Riverina. Big names in their squad, led of course by the ball carrier on that occasion in Kyle McCarthy. Played many a year for South City. He's the dominant halfback in that competition as a penalty comes off the whistle. Hands all over him.
Yes, I thought that might have been a knock on, but anyway, he had his hands in there, and that's a penalty.
Let's see how far they can kick it. Well, they've been able to go inside the Rivers territory here. Not a bad kick for touch. Tap taken and given away to Bayat. And Robbie plays it back. That's Luff awaiting. Luff chancing his luck from dummy half. Takes it down to the Rivers' 20-metre line. Comes back and out through the hands of McCarthy. Giving it away now to Cohen. And he's wrapped up there from Albury Thunder. Slow play the ball. Now they charge onto it. That's Jeans. Look at him go, powering his way down to the in-goal area. 4-0 here on semi-final day. Will it be a 10 shortly if he kicks it after the try?
I think it's a try.
Well, he's got the try. That's makes the mate. He's given it.
Yes.
There you go, with a kick to come right in front. So what? It's going to be 10-0 shortly after the kick.
It all comes back in the first place from that not taking the ball on the full. They got the roll on, got the ball, scored a try, got the roll on, scored another try within 6 tackles. A penalty and then 6 tackles.
And this is it here on the replay. Speaking of the Panthers era, who does that remind you? Who used to play in the 9 for the Panthers in the grand final of 03? Luke Prittis. Remember he used to burrow from dummy half. And
Did he play for Penrith?
Yeah, played for Penrith in the 03 grand final, one of the stalwarts out there, and did a great job in that grand final. He was in the same side with Scotty Sattler, and the whole Penrith community still reminiscing about that 03 grand final. Here's the kick, it's a beauty.
Yeah, he made no mistake with that one. Straight between, and that puts him up to 10. So with about 20 minutes of this half to go.
Just digressing, I was actually out at Penrith a few weeks ago and had a chance to have a walk through that amazing, well, I guess you call it training facility that they've got now. And
Centre of Excellence.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
They reckon it's fantastic.
It's absolutely fantastic out there for all the players. You know, it's just doesn't get much better than that. It's first class. It's 6 stars.
Yes.
Every club in the NRRRL will be envious of that facility.
Northern Rivers has to be next team to score to bring them right back into the game.
3-0. Let go. I'm here and hold. Good.
That's Pike.
He's been taking forward, that front rower, Pike. He's in a fair game.
He just puts it under his arm and does the hard yards. This is Cruz. He's had to go away and collect the ball on a number of occasions. Their fullback. Now away to Lismore's Chris King.
2. Hands off. Back here 9 and hold. Go.
10-0 on the Country Rugby League scoreboard.
They're in a big bunch in the Rivers. They have to start moving out, spreading out and get the ball out wide.
Wakefield looking to come onto the field. We just saw a shot of him coming from the tunnel. That's right on the 40. Lyons has got the ball. In only a way he knows how to bring it back, and he's jinking a little bit of a skip from their dynamic winger. Now this is their South City centre three-quarter in O'Sullivan. Impact brutal in the middle of the field here as they come to the halfway line here. With Pio Jolly and Chock Anderson. Live from Dubbo. Lyons! He's down the touchline again! Flicks it back to O'Sullivan. Well, we said look out for him. How true are those words? He's having a mighty game.
I think it might take some brilliance by Roy Bell here very shortly. He could throw a dummy and slice straight through him. I think that's what they need, and they need to score very shortly.
That's Byron's Chris Coleman to the halfway line. Lismore's Durham. 42 out from the Riverina line. Look for the kick. Knocked down. It's play on. I think the referee might have said. He has said that. Tackle one. So they'll keep going over the halfway line. This is Hayden Jeans. He takes Durham on the back of him.
I'm sure that Hayden Jeans played in Newcastle.
He did, yeah. He, I think last year he went down.
Yeah. Played with Central.
Yeah. Back there now to the 13 in Wakefield. Gun the guys Luff. Giving it away. Cohen giving it wider. Weaving their way down to the 20. Last tackle now for Riverina. I think he's lost the football there, Hooker in Luff.
Yep.
Yeah. Referee doesn't want anyone to play the ball yet until he tells them when.
He's getting a bit tired. He had to wait till he got in position, the referee.
This game is quick. It's living up to all expectation. 10-0. Riverina, though, they've got the upper hand. Tackling with intent, as you'd expect from the Riverina boys. They're breaking free of tackles, though, the Rivers on that occasion. And Jackson from Yanko stops them in his tracks. Yanko's in there again. That's the halfway line. They're about to go over. So 45 out. Bell drills it downfield. King's chasing. Foley's in trouble. Foley's in the in-goal area. Foley throws a pass. Heart attack material stuff for Josh Cale, their coach, but he's got away with it. Well, talk about experience. Yeah. How good was that? Fantastic play.
Yeah, very, very.
You got your fan club out here, Jock, giving your...
give me a roast.
Roast.
Right. I'm used to it.
Well, they've dodged a bullet and they're back out to their 40-metre line. Now they're about to come to the halfway line. That's Jeffrey. He comes from the Albury Thunder. They cross the halfway line. Now it comes back to the 13 in Wakefield. Great run. Last tackle now for Riverina. Inside 40, kicking downfield. This King is in two minds again. Last time he was in two minds, they came up with a try, Riverina. A bit slow to get to the ball, but he did well and gave it to Cruz, who's cleaned up the scraps on his own 10-metre line. Now going for on his O'Connell. In the centre three-quarter is met and brought down there by Cohen on his own 30-metre line. I understand Willie Hedder is a late scratching for the Knights, I was going to say, for the Newcastle Rebels today.
Yes, I haven't seen your team, but I think I heard that just before.
Yeah, I think Walker's going to play 6, yeah. And Steve Gordon had to pass a fitness test on Wednesday night, but I think he got past that, so he'll go around. So the last tackle now, Rivers. Look for the air raid. It'll bounce. Who's it going to favour? Riverina. Yes. Come down with it through Lions.
Got the ball.
Wonky old kick, but they got away with it. As the Riverina boys now bring it back up towards the 30-metre line here at Caltex Park. The home of the country championships today. We've been live on air from 9 o'clock. And we're going through till 6 o'clock tonight. I think that would have to be some record, actually.
I think it is, yes. Continuous rugby league.
That's how we love it. This is Jeans. Flicking it out the back to McCarthy. Quick hands. Now to Bayat. He's got winger. Foley. Oh, Foley turns it back on the inside. Last tackle now. Where's McCarthy? There he is. Up we go again. Lol backs out there. Oh, what a catch in the end by Lanston. All your mates out there have got the chips.
They've got all the chips, all the food. Yeah, they won't bring it into us. It looks like a bit of rain coming too, just over the back here. Or snow, I'm not sure.
Oh, snow. That'd be a sight to see.
Yes.
Remember that memorable night a few years ago in Canberra?
Oh, that was
yeah, it's starting to bucket down now. You can hear it actually on the tin roof. Hear the hiss.
Yes.
That's the rain. So our crowd effects, Mike, working a treat. We've got it stuck up on the roof, actually.
Oh.
Here's the kick downfield.
Oh.
Foley again. Dragged to his own 40-metre line. That's McCarthy. From a commentator's point of view, I love it when I get a bit biased because all the crowd have to gather around the effects mic, Chock.
Yes, they do. They love it. And Brian Ricks is out there. He's,
Brian's here.
Yeah, he's watching the game out there.
And Terry, your mate's out there too, and Cruz kicks it too.
Yeah, Brian Ricks has come all the way down from Ballina.
Mr. Ricks has come all the way from Ballina.
Yes, yeah, he was supposed to come in the air, but he ended up in the bus.
There's a story there, Chock. He ended up on the bus, did he?
Yeah, he ended up having to drive a bus when they cancelled flights yesterday. He does a great job. Oh, what's he done here?
That's a penalty every day of the week.
Roy.
That's gone backwards.
Yes. There's a gift 2 points.
So life.
They're not taking 2 points. They're going to take a tap.
Yeah, they don't want anything of that, do they? So they're just going to tap it and get on with it. Jackson on tackle number 1. Back to Rose. Jeffrey. Can he find the gap? Not on that occasion, he won't. They're clawing their way closer to the Rivers line. 2 tries thus far. McCarthy. Bayat. Lost it. Rivers come away with it. And Foley and McCarthy bundle them over the touchline. There's our camera on the touchline, bringing you
I
those.
think they come back to a scrum, and I'm pretty sure now it goes back to Northern Rivers. They get the throw in there. So it goes back. I'm sure that they should have kicked for goal 2 points, and that would have made it 12. And that would have made then Northern Rivers had to score 3 times to get in front of them, and it was a gift 2 points.
If you were the captain, Chock, you'd be up by 12 by now, mate.
Brian Carlson used to say 2 points when we were playing. That's a long time ago. You kick for goal, it was 2 points, but a try was only 3 then, so you may as well take the 2 points while they're there. And it was a gift. You can nearly throw it over.
The theory. We'll come back and have a chat about your playing days. We love going down memory lane, and everybody loves where ex-players have come from to provide opportunities for current rugby league players. So have a think about that one, Chock. We'll come to you shortly, mate. A few stories to tell along the way, for sure.
Oh, some good ones, yeah.
I think we've got the... What's one of your best stories in your playing days, mate?
Well, I was at Maitland, and we were going pretty well. I think it was the year we won, 1976, and one of the best referees in country rugby league, probably one of the best referees in New South Wales, was Riverina, a bloke called Tom Gustard. And I thought he made a very ordinary decision and awarded Maitland a try under the post. And as I come back to kick off, I said, Tommy, you had a good chance of refereeing the test match next week. Now you'll be in 3rd grade. He blew the whistle, he did, and I was made by then our coach, which was Terry Clausen, the former English international who coached us. I had to go and apologise to him. So yeah, but there's a lot of good stories, a lot of good people, and we're playing football then, and it's a great thing to relive some of these things. Here's a boy coming off. He looks as though he won't be going back on. Is it a knee or an ankle? I'm not 100% sure.
He'll go straight up the tunnel.
Yes.
Mate, you just spoke about your playing days with Maitland.
No, with South Newcastle.
With South Newcastle, I should say. You know, Townsend Oval, plenty of stories there.
Oh,
plenty
Townsend,
of stories
yeah,
at Townsend.
Great ground. And, you know, we had some very good players playing with us. Peter Howlett, he played for New South Wales. Gary Banks played for Australia. Ricky Griffiths, who played for country. You know, you just go on, and possibly there's a knock on.
There's another knock on.
Yeah, the ball might be getting a little bit slippery here. A little bit of rain. And yes, some very good footballs are in times.
Of course, the Newcastle Rebels not far away from going around at 2:30 here this afternoon. Big crowd expected in Newcastle. I understand that the coverage is going into, speaking of South Police Club this afternoon. They're going to be watching that one from the auditorium. So that's
good.
great.
Yeah.
Opening it up for exposure, and more the better. Look at that tackle.
They have to hold on the ball, Northern Rivers. They just can't hold the ball. They're getting to about 4th tackle and losing the ball. And you have to compete, and they're not competing real good at the present time.
Down to the 30 they come. Looking around, surveying their options.
There's about 6 minutes to go. If they can hold them here, Northern Rivers, and get down the other end and score a try, they'll be...
McCarthy. Great pass. That's Jeffrey. McCarthy goes in the dummy half. Back then out to Rose. He puts it in the in-goal area. Will they have to play at this? Yes, they do.
Yeah, line drop out.
Nice kick there. Well weighted. This is what they need leading into the next stanza. Mate, we had the chance earlier today, and thanks for teeing that interview up with Ricky Wolf. And
good fella, Rick. Yeah.
He is. And
he's a legend in the country.
Fantastic.
I went out to Broken Hill and Walgett with him, and he knows everybody out there.
We had a good chat about his days with the Dragons and North Sydney and the Eastern Suburbs Club originally.
Yeah, we done a country rugby league. We went in partnership with the Flying Doctors, and it was unbelievable what them people do, them Flying Doctors out there at Broken Hill.
Yeah. You know, you don't understand the breadth of this country until you travel it. And they do a tremendous job, Flying Doctors, right around the country.
Oh, very easy try.
Bayat crosses untouched. It's becoming to be, you know, it's starting to become a carve up here. 14-0. Riverina surging their way towards the grand final.
And 4 minutes to go to half time.
But the rain still drizzling from the skies above. Well, they said that we were going to expect afternoon showers. We've certainly got that here in Dubbo. We're right here on the, well, Caltex Field's right on the Mitchell, I think it's called the Mitchell Highway, last time I looked at my map.
Yeah, you might be right, yeah.
And so it's a great, you know, it's the epicentre, this ground, for sport in this region. And not just do we have a brilliant facility playing here today, but out the back we've got 4 equal playing fields is to try to buy out, just strolled over, untouched. And,
that's right. They, it's a great complex because they played the Indigenous carnival last year out here. I come out for a day and it was unbelievable with all the fields going, and yes, they've got a very good complex here.
Here's the kick. The misty rain.
Missed it. 14, still in the game. Northern Rivers to try, probably could bring them right back in, but they have to get down the line. They haven't been in the 20, so they have to get in Riverina's 20 and see what they can do.
Terry Quinn saying you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, I know what he's like. Yeah. You know give it to me tonight and all the way home. I'll have to get some earplugs on my way home tomorrow morning. I want to get him up early too. I don't know how to do. Oh, I know how to get him up. Yeah.
What are the stories like in the car between you guys? You know, you travel plenty of distances. I reckon you've got a few rippers. What do you get up to in your spare time, or you know, when you're travelling to these places?
We're very busy a lot of the time. Taking phone calls and
every pie shop between towns.
Oh no! My wife usually makes our bread rolls and everything like that, and some cakes and things like that.
What's your favourite cake?
What my favourite cake?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind that apple pie with cream, fresh cream.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Here we go again. Bayat looking for a try with fresh cream on top of that.
Yes. With 2 minutes to go, they just hold on here and last tackle.
That's Huggett. McCarthy dribbling it along the corridor. Go straight to Cruz.
He's had a fair game, McCarthy. He's been everything, and I think everything revolves around him.
Well, if you take McCarthy out of the sky, I mean, it might be a little bit slower. He's the traffic cop, isn't he? There he is there, clapping around.
Mate. He's directing all traffic.
Maybe in a past life he was a traffic copper.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe there's a story. Maybe we have to dig deep.
I'm nearly sure he came up to Nelson's Bay, I think, there at one stage.
Yes. We've had them all in the Newcastle Rugby League comp, haven't we?
We have, yes.
I think their morals today against Canberra, I mean, you know, just...
well, you never know.
There's the kick. 80 minutes rugby league can be a funny thing. That's Jeffrey going back to save the day for Riverina. He's got support on his left, but he goes himself. That's a confident fullback when he flicks out the back like that. There's Lyon. Look, he's about to go. Snapped in two.
Yes.
A snapped Lyon. You wouldn't want to see that. Here they are, bashing and barging their way forward again. Bayat. So they're on the third tackle here, with the misty rain still falling from the skies above here on semi-final day. Foley.
Yeah, by the time they pack the scrum, it'll be half time.
It will be. Not long to go, only 8 seconds in fact.
There's no rule in country rugby league. He's done it. Yeah, I didn't think there was a rule in country rugby league that there's time off if they pack the scrum in time.
Here it is on the replay.
Yeah.
Foley from Junie Diesels.
One play.
Time to chance their luck. They want speed. Cruz kicking for himself. Cruz is after the football.
Kicks it dead.
Jeffrey kicks it dead here. So that's half time here on Bar TV Sports. We go to Oranges. 14 points to nil here on Country Rugby League semi-final day. You're with Jock Anderson in the broadcast box. A permanent fixture right here. We'll have to get you to do the Newcastle Rugby League one weekend.
Oh, good. Yep, I'm around.
Fantastic, Jock. Well, you go have a drink, mate. Or
Yes,
you're happy to sit there for a
No, I'll sit here. I'll sit here.
You'll be all right?
Yep.
Righto, mate. Well, I'll go get you a drink of some sort anyway. All right, mate. We appreciate Jock being in the box. We'll take a break. We'll come back. 40 down, 40 to go. Who's going to go through to the grand final of the Tier 2? A break and back with plenty more live from Dubbo. Well, welcome back here. The heavens have absolutely opened up. Torrential rain here at Caltex Park in Dubbo for the second half off the boot of Jeffrey. And has gone down into the in-goal area on the bring-back mission. Will be Coleman. So 14 points to nil. Could that be a massive advantage to the Riverina side in these ferocious conditions? We were expecting rain and we've certainly got it. You can hear it coming through loud and clear, which is fantastic. All the effects of rugby league on the field and from the skies above coming across our broadcast equipment here today. So 14 points to nil. But this ground is in great nick. And you can have 300 mils of rain here, and I don't think it would alter the playing conditions. Great drainage here at the ground. Just like to thank Jess from the Country Rugby League. She's doing a fantastic job. I gave her a sign earlier today, and within 5 minutes, that sign said, "Any chips?" and she's brought a bucket load of chips. So fantastic work, Jess, and everybody. Really appreciate that. Feeding the commentary team and the cameraman and the producers. So 14 points to nil as the Rivers looking to go outside their own half and for the first time inside the opposition's territory. So 14 points to nil here on semi-final day. The heavens have certainly opened up from the skies above. Riverina holding on to their 14-0 lead. Here's the kick downfield. Goes out there to Foley. What a game he has had in the first half. He started the second half in fabulous fashion. Well, a cavalcade, I should say. We've been on air since 9 o'clock. Coming through our commentary box this afternoon, and no bigger name in the Country Rugby League than this man right next to me right now, the CEO of CRL, Terry Quinn. Thanks for coming in, mate.
My pleasure.
There's the kick. McCarthy drills it downfield. Cruz. Will he see it go into touch? I think he does. Now, did he kick that, Terry, from inside the 40? I think you'll find he might have.
Yeah, 40-20, great kick in this weather.
Sensational kick. As you can see on the screen now, the rain has sort of let off, but still misty sort of rain. So we'll come to Terry shortly for a chat, but we'll stick with the play here as Huggett. The ball was stripped in the tackle. So a penalty for the first time in the second half to Riverina here. So leading by 14 points to nil. And this is the first time they've been down inside the Rivers' red zone here. And they're about to go on to another rampage, one might suggest. That's Rose giving it back to Jackson. And Jackson, of course, a product from Yenko. Back to Nathan Rose, away to McCarthy. A blinder of a match. Great offload at him. And they've lost the ball over the line. Unfortunately, there didn't go to the script of McCarthy. And now the Rivers are away. They turn defence into attack. Stopped and start before they run into Jack Lyons. Now that's Lanston in the dummy half. Giving it away through to Dithery. Across it comes now to Mulkey. And he takes the tackle here. Right on the halfway line. That's Fallon. So we just handed the Canberra team sheets for the next clash. The first of our 2 Tier 1 matches coming up here on Bar TV Sports in association with the Country Rugby League, which is great to have our association going for the second year in a row. What a shot there coming from Latu from Gundagai. on Coleman. Great hands, considering the conditions out there. That's Fallon. Last tackle now. Look for the kick. Bell, the captain, kicking for himself. Can he get it back? He may not get it back. O'Connell does. He throws a long pass out wide. King for the line. King will score. Great try. Or was he held up? No, he's got it down. I've got no referee. I just got a word from the producer. I thought he was going to say no try, but he's saying we haven't got the comps in the second half. But, yeah, Terry, what a try here for Rivers. Great lead up.
Yeah, it was great lead up. It was good to see. They attacked the ball in this weather and with a bit of a Hail Mary, I think, pass over went to a player and he got the job done and scored in the corner. A tough kick coming up, I'd say.
Mate, we'd just like to thank you on behalf of Bar TV Sports for your involvement with us again for the second year running. A lot of viewers today from right around the globe. We've just logged on New Zealand up through the Pacific, so great exposure.
It is great exposure. It's a pleasure to have you guys. We wouldn't have you back if we didn't think you did a great job in last year. And it's great to see the exposure these games get and the people that are watching them. And it gives everyone an opportunity to see their local heroes play without having to travel all the way out to Dubbo, which is fantastic.
So here's the kick from right out on the eastern touchline. Looking to convert the Rivers' first try of the afternoon. 6 minutes gone, second half. Just waved away, so no change on the Country Rugby League scoreboard. It's still Riverina in control, leading by 14 points to 4. So it's a 10-point ball game here under gloomy skies for the last Tier 2 clash of the day. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, Canberra versus Newcastle. Then at 4:15, Illawarra, the defending premiers, up against Central Coast. Each team looking to secure a grand final spot next Saturday. That venue will be determined later this afternoon, where grand final day will be scheduled in 2016.
3, letting go, 20, and wait here, go. Marcus, push up.
The talent out there, it's just a testament, isn't it, to the region. It's hard, it's tough, it's brutal, and it's athletic.
It is, and these guys come together for a short time to prepare for these games, and they do a fantastic job, and it's great football to see. There's a lot of talent out there, and it's great to see it exposed like this.
There's the bench looking on, awaiting their chance to return out to the soggy pitch. You wouldn't think, though, I mean, just have a look around this ground. What a venue. Superb, Nick.
It is. It's fantastic. And the work they've done and the money they've spent on this ground, it's a testament to the council, and that's why we enjoy coming here. We know if it rains like this, it's not going to affect the ground, and the games won't be called off. And once again, it's a fantastic country facility, and we've got a few more like this around the bush, so hopefully we can expose them as well.
And congratulations taking the City versus Country game to Tamworth. What an afternoon for Country Rugby League up there.
It was. The result probably didn't go our way, but the week and the day, it was just a testament how much the bush people love their footy and what the boys and the game has done for rugby league in that region as well, and how much it means to country people to see their heroes play.
Wait for the go call, 15. Wait for the go call. Go. Good.
It's the heartland, all these regional towns. It's great taking it to the East Coast, we know that, but sometimes with so much rugby league around that periphery, sometimes it can get lost, but out here they just love it and they just come along and support it no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can see today we've got a reasonable crowd in today, and the weather it's very cold, it's very wet, and I'm glad I'm in the box and not out in the field at the moment, but the people do love their footy, and as I said, they didn't hesitate, council, when we asked. We play these games out here, and they know what it means for this area as well.
I was actually out here yesterday morning, spent the whole day out here doing a few interviews, and had a chat to the curator. It's the stories that you learn along the way. He's been here for like 20 odd years looking after this ground, and just loves it. He treats it like his own baby.
Yeah, it is. So I was here when it was a big hole in the ground and was built over a tip, and they've done a fantastic job. And they work very hard, the curators. The same Tamworth, the boys up there didn't want to see the train on the ground. They were working so hard to make it look picture perfect. And as this is today, and it gets a lot of traffic with rugby union as well as rugby league, and it's a testament to the work he does.
You can bring that foot, mate. Just can't move that foot. Just got to bring it wide so you can put it through there and it goes all the way.
I mean, I guess it's a sad time next year. I mean, we're saying farewell to City versus Country. This will probably become the prestigious tournament thus far, but we'll just stick with the play. Here's the kick downfield. Jeffrey, couldn't quite get it. Ball going close to touch. Might even receive a penalty here for his efforts.
No, sorry. I think we're going that way. This way. Can't hold him.
Going to Rivers here. But yeah, it's sad to say goodbye to City versus Country. I no doubt we'll go out with a bang next year.
Oh, absolutely. We haven't been told absolutely it's never going to be on, but there's no room in the current calendar under the new television deal for a game to be there. We will go out in the bang. We'll make it a fantastic event, and I'm sure wherever it's hosted at the moment, we haven't got a venue at the moment, but when we do, the people from that area or that region will support it. And farewell that great game, with seats on bums and bums on seats maybe even, and with their feet. Yes, certainly.
All the way.
In a roundabout way, something to look forward to if it does go that way next year. I mean, wouldn't it be lovely to, go back to the Sydney Cricket Ground or somewhere like that? What an ideal venue.
Well, that was one suggestion, that we do go back where it all originated from all those years ago. And I actually played at the Sydney Cricket Ground with the Country City game, so
yeah,
it'd be great to see if we could do it, if we could get the crowd there. Maybe we need a double header with the test or something. That maybe bring the people to that game or that venue.
Release! Hold. Good.
So the rain has eased for the moment. Funny weather out here today. We started off with drizzle. Middle of the day was quite hot for Dubbo standards, if you can say that. But as we see hot field action coming up here from Foley, he goes himself, throws a dummy and scores. Smoking.
Great try. It was just fed through the hands down the sideline, and as a Foley, he still finished it off in style.
Well, he deserves that, Daniel Foley. He's been everywhere out on the wing in the first half, and credit to him to get over there right underneath the dot. Well, Terry, mate, we'll let you go. I know you're busy, but, mate, we appreciate your time, and let's do it again next year, hopefully.
Let's hope so, and thanks very much for you guys and what you're doing for the game, out here and exposing the game for everyone that wishes to watch it.
We'll see you next Saturday, mate. Okay, mate. Good on you. CEO of the CRL there, Terry Quinn, in our broadcast box, doing a great job in at headquarters. So here's the kick now as we look at the replay of the try. Look at this blistering pace there from Foley. In and away, looking for support, throwing the dummies, squatting them off like flies, and under the post he went. Brilliant stuff there from the winger, from Junee, in Daniel Foley. The Thunder's Jeffrey about to convert. Does so. So it's 18-4. 13 minutes gone in the second half here, live and exclusive from Dubbo on the home of Country Rugby League. Bar TV Sports. Big production here today. Cameras mounted around the ground. Haven't missed a beat all day. It looks easy when you watch it on television back at home or in your club or pub or on your smartphone or wherever. But anybody in television land will know how tough, how grueling it is to put a production together like this, especially when it's bucketing down. And so far, it's been a seamless effort. Guess who's back? Chock's back. Welcome back, Chock.
Yes, it's nice and warm in here.
What's it like out there, mate? Has the temperature dropped dramatically?
Very cold.
You're shivering.
I'm shivering, all right.
Yeah, hold here. Good work.
A little bit cooler than Newcastle.
Yes.
This is Brumble. I don't know what the temperature's doing in Yanko, but that's where he's from, mate. Back off the boot now with Jeffrey. Swirling kick downfield. Lol back. Well, I thought he was at Sunday afternoon mass.
You're on top.
Genuflected quite nicely there on his
Yes,
own
he
20
did.
metre
Yeah.
line. Now he's lost it.
Penalty.
Now he might be going to confession after that one.
Yes.
I need you to go to the side. You can't play the ball there. Go to the side.
As the kick goes into touch, as the crowd and the players look on.
Wait for the tap.
Mate, from 9 o'clock sometimes it messes up with the brain. You've got to come up with something.
You do, yeah.
I haven't been to the Sacred Heart in Hamilton for years. I might have to pay me respects next
Yes.
week.
Yeah, you better go there, yep.
I think I've been there since the years of Monsignor Cotter. As they come
that's
out,
a long time ago.
I think he's locked up now. 20 metres out from the line.
Yeah.
Back then out of Foley.
Let him go. Back here. Hold. Zero.
What a try he had. I'm only a matter of minutes ago. Now to hug it. That's another one from Albury Thunder.
Still going. Still going.
Still going. Hug it.
Tackle one.
That's tackle number one.
Wait here. Wait here. Wait here. Go. Good.
Wakefield wanted it. Doesn't get it.
2. Hands off. All the way. 10.
McCarthy kicking. What a kick. Will it be a try? Oh, he tried to batter it back, the winger out there in Foley. But what a game he's having, McCarthy. He's been everywhere. Give him man of the match.
He's been by far the best player on the ground.
Green. Scrum in here on the 10.
I see blue skies over there.
Yes, there is a little bit. I haven't ever had a look at the back of the grandstand, but...
Oh, that's black.
Yeah.
Country Rugby League Championships. The fun and laughter continuing throughout the day on the field and from the stands above.
Nice and tight. Feet, please.
That's Mulkey coming off. And Hayden Jean's about to go on for Riverina.
Back here, back here. Good, mate.
So 16 minutes left
18. You're
in
right
this
now.
clash.
Come back. 2. 13 up. Wait here. Wait here. Go.
It's Pike in the tackle.
3. 8, 2 deep.
Commentary side, they're about to work. Run straight into O'Sullivan. Oh, speak of that deluge. It's back.
It's coming back in again.
Let him go, 18. Last one. Find me here.
If we were at the Dubbo racecourse,
That's on tomorrow, I think. The Dubbo races, they might be off.
might be a heavy track.
Yes.
Here's the kick downfield. Jeffrey got to go away and collect it. Teaming down on his own goal line. Got work to do.
Oh.
Clever.
He's
efficient.
Yeah, good tackle.
We're past the line.
And Daniel's wrapped up.
18's onside.
So they come outside their own 20-metre line, and O'Connell from Byron Bay is in there to take the tackle.
That is very heavy rain now.
3.
Bucketing down.
I can't believe these behind the goal line. The next game, they're warming up. They'll be saturated.
Chock's referring to the Rebels, who are training up down to the northern end, and Canberra up the other end, just getting used to the conditions before they come out here. Last tackle now for Riverina. Back to McCarthy. Straight to Cruz. Hard and straight through the middle. He's come outside the 40. He's trying to get away from Jeffrey. He's got support. Back to Bell. Bell's got 20 to go. Lost it. Well, after all his great work, he's been able to drop it right on the opposition's 20. But what a run by their captain from Casino in Roy Bell there, Chock.
Yeah, he has to step up now, because if they're going to win, he has to step right up to score some points, because if they don't score points in the near future, they're gone.
That's Hayden Jeans.
Well, the ball's getting very slippery now.
Giving it back over now to Lowell back. Tackle number 1, 30 metres out from the Riverina line. Now this is William Beale. Comes out of Evans Head.
A Beale, yeah. A Beale, it's a big name up there. I think that isn't there the centre for Cronulla, Beale? They'd be one of them.
Definitely related.
Yes, yeah.
So Northern Rivers down by 16 points here on semi-final day. Lining up now is Caleb Seibel. That's Bolt.
Oh,
great
good
ball.
pass.
Lanston's over. Oh, what a pass. What a try. Well, they've certainly turned on a spectacle here on semi-final day.
A very important kick coming up. This will bring them within 2 tries.
There's the captain on screen right now in Roy Bell. What a game he's having on the losing side. Can't often say that, but he's been an outstanding player. Been everywhere, trying his best. And now he's able to do his best if he can land this one. Here's the try. What about that ball?
Pass. Yep.
Brilliant.
I think the 2 halfbacks have been standouts.
Yeah, definitely. There's Riverina there, just regrouping. What a shot. Here's the kick. He's bringing it back around, but...
No, not enough.
Skewed away. So no change on the Country Rugby League scoreboard. 20 points to 4, Riverina. Now put another 4 onto that. We've got 20 to 8.
20 to 8, yes.
20 points to 8.
Rivers 8.
12-point the margin. There's the kickoff. Downtown it goes. So Saturday afternoon football. Alive and well here in Dubbo. The Country Rugby League. Been a mammoth day. Great rugby league. Just like this run, we've been witnessing it all day long. And this is...
Here comes the rain again.
The rain belting down. And this is the big prop in Diabel from Coogin. Halfway line, they're about to go over. Lanston is in 2 minds there whether to give it away to Lolbach. The theory from Tweed. Short pass there to Balliners. Anthony Coleman.
Just wait where you are, you shorten the 10 metres.
We're about to go high. This will be slippery. Oh. He must have glue on that. He must have something on it. What a catch out there, Daniel Foley. Brilliant. He's had a good, solid second half. Picked up a try as well there, Chock.
Very quick, Daniel.
Barging their way to the halfway line. Quick play the ball. They're lining up at will now to take it forward. Riverina surging their way down inside the Rivers territory. They've got an overlap out here. Bayat sliding his way down to the 30.
Dropped the ball.
Lost it.
If you want to come at me, mate, there's one option for it. There's one option. No.
There's Canberra on screen right now. There's Simon Wolford in the middle of the screen. That's the youth of Canberra, the new look team in 2016. The team of the future. About to lock horns.
Here we go. I'll call it.
On the 30. 20 in from touch on the eastern side of the field. Looking to come from the east to the west. O'Sullivan in the tackle there with Nathan Rose. Up the short side again they come. That's O'Sullivan in the tackle again. That's his second tackle. Along with Hayes, Matt Wakefield. Just short of the halfway line here. Bar TV Sports, hashtag us, Bar TV Sports. Join the conversation. Let us know what you think of the coverage. Let us know what you think of the quality of rugby league on display here on semi-final day.
Hands off! Wait here. Go.
The kick straight into the possession.
Oh, bad kick.
If he had his time over, he would have went deeper.
Or higher.
Stand up. Just play it there. That's it. 12's on.
Lions again. Rose and Lions. What a show. The 2 and 6 has put on along with the 7 in McCarthy. This man's been a workhorse all day too. The big number 10 in Hayden Jeans. There's Rose again. If he's not playing 5'8", he's playing hooker. Very versatile rugby league player. That's Brent Pike. Into the squad from Leeton. Gunner Guy's Luff in the headgear. Back to McCarthy. Drilling it along the ground. Foley's coming through. Foley takes the tackle. They throw it out the back. Luckily there's a Rivers player there. Maybe unlucky now. They've been driven head first in the touch.
Yeah, bad mistake. Kept the ball on the ground. Greasy conditions. That's the way to play. Keep them down there and make them make mistakes.
So there's a 3 in O'Sullivan from South City. There's 7 representatives from the South City side in this Riverina squad here today. So plenty of good combinations unfolding out here. They know each other's style and game. That's Wakefield. Close. But no cigar. That's the in-goal area. On the tip of his nose. Luff. Now to Rose. Jackson.
They dropped the ball straight in the hands of the Northern Rivers. That's what they needed. But they have to get up the other end and score a try to keep in the game.
Ballina's Coleman comes away with it.
All the way and hold. Good.
13 to go. In the Tier 2 semi-final. Riverina with their nose in front. Edging towards grand final day. Live, uninterrupted, next Saturday, right here on Bar TV Sports.
That's fine. 1 mark and 9's on.
I'll book you a seat in that commentary box too, Choc.
Well,
back then out of King.
If it's cold outside, yes, you can.
That's why you're in here.
No. If you have a look to my right, look at the blue sky. It looks like. I think it probably looks like it's going to turn summer.
Well, that's the zoo over there, Choc. Yeah. So I think the monkeys, they'll be loving that. And the giraffes.
Roy, just
monkeys don't like wet weather.
No.
Trust me.
I know footballers do sometimes, do they?
Boom, boom. There's the sunshine. Prayers have been answered. Still some misty rain coming from the...
I think it's the south.
From the south,
yeah.
That's very good, yes.
There's a boy being heard out there.
He is. We might be able to get a close-up of that. I think it's the... is it the 14? Right out there on the other end of the field.
Or is it the 8?
The 8.
Good 14-8. Yeah.
Maths was never my strongest subject, Chuck. Or numbers, actually.
Yeah.
So the 8, that's Leeton's Brent Pike. Well, he's staying on the field.
Tackle 2, yeah, thank you.
He wants the hit out ahead of possibly a grand final berth next week.
Tackle 3, back here, 9 here.
In the Tier 2 grand final, Coleman. Wrapped up there from Rose. He's terminated in his tracks. Roaston. Away now to Dethuri. Giving it away now to Bell. Bell offloading again. The lock forward is with, and that's Durham. Down and across from Liz Moore. Theory taking the game to his own hands. Kicking straight into the chest, though, of South City's Nathan Rose. Back out to his own 12-metre line.
Wasted six tackles there. They had to show something because only about 10 minutes to go they had to score.
Good roll forward here from the Riverina side. To the halfway line they come. Flat passer comes back to Pike. And Leeton's favourite son on the 40. Jeans is putting his hand up once more and offloading at will. Well, they're brushing them off like flies until that tackle. So last tackle now coming up. O'Sullivan.
Has to go high.
Cruz underneath it. Brilliant take of the ball. Now he's got speed, he's got pace, and he's got agility, and he's got affectionateness in everything that he does. And Foley takes 3 of those 4 out of him right in front of him. Right on the 30-metre line here at Dubbo. The premier venue here in Dubbo. We're coming live out of Caltex Park. No stranger to big-time rugby league. Played the odd city country game here over the years as well, haven't we?
Yeah, we did a few years ago, and it was freezing cold. It was worse than this.
Inside the 40. Yeah, I remember that. It bucketed down, didn't it?
Yeah.
The day before. So Jeffrey at the back on his own 10-metre line. He's got support. I'd love to see Lyon let loose. But they're capturing him before he can do that. Picked up a try earlier in the first half. Picked up 3 in this corresponding game in 2015 out at Bathurst. I think it might have been round 2 out at Bathurst. Then we went to Camden, didn't we, for round 3. As we now approach the halfway line. Tremendous run. 4 Rivers have to swoop on. That's Tukey Jackson from Yanko. No wonder they had to knock him into the ground. He comes from Yanko. Back to Rose. He's from South City. Plays it back there now, this time to Luff.
Oh,
well, it's hit his foot.
Very, very lucky. Penalty wasn't given against Northern Rivers there.
Look at this. Blue sky.
No, that's going to go round us.
It's going to go round us. Be a nice view up there on that light tower. I wonder if we could call it from there in years to go. Oh, that might wind chill factor.
Oh, the wind chill.
And getting the chips up there might be a bit of a struggle.
You keep talking, I'll keep eating your chips.
Go down all right, don't they? Might have to hold the sign up, I can see. 23, what's this now? 41 metres out they are. For their own line, they're about to come to the halfway line. 8 minutes to go in the match. Rivers powering their way down to the Riverina 40-metre mark. That's their captain, Flat. Was forward.
Yeah, forward, yep.
Thank you very much, referee. You must have heard us, Chock.
Yeah, very good call.
We were right in front of that. So the scrum will be packing down where we see the Newcastle Rebels. There's Mark Tafua on the screen right now. Murray's there. Peter Mannion. He's expecting his first child any minute now. Peter Mannion.
Nice and tight. Right in, Ben. Right in.
Murray, of course.
Take it again.
No William Header
Nice and tight for me.
this afternoon. Ryan Walker will be in jersey 18 for the Rebels. And Canberra, as per Country Rugby League program, they're unchanged. That's O'Sullivan.
Yeah, O'Sullivan done something stupid there. Get up and played the ball. He says, played the ball and got away. He pushed the defender away. And now he's lost the ball.
Inside the last 7 minutes here. As the sun peeps its head through the dark and heavy clouds here in Dubbo. They take the tap, 10 metres in from touch. They're hitting with aggression. You wouldn't want to be on the back of that shot. Mind you, I don't think I'd be on like on any shot. I wouldn't get up these days. Balky over the halfway line.
Good.
Roaston. Captain Bell.
It's a knock on.
Knock on. So another scrum will pack down. A little bit sloppy here as we head down to the full-time siren here.
In this one. Scrum here.
Here's the Rebels. There's Marcel Ikanofo on the screen here. Lakes United player.
Yeah.
Nice and tight in there.
Speed to burn. Walker. They look prime. They look fit. They look determined. And Toddy Edwards has got them primed and prepped. In saying that, Canberra, it's not going to be a pushover. Funny things can happen in rugby league. Newcastle will start as the favourites. But it definitely won't be a walk in the park. That's Jeffrey. That clash getting underway very shortly at 2:30. The Newcastle Rebels up against Canberra. Coached by Simon Wolford.
All over the ball.
They want to go for two here. I think the call is from the coach in Kale.
Yeah, go for two in front, 20 metres out.
Why not?
Yep. Silly penalty given away. I think that was frustration.
But, Chock, you've seen plenty of the Newcastle Rebels over the years, and you've seen plenty of Newcastle Rugby League. Thoughts of this match? How do you think it will unfold this afternoon, mate?
Well, going on last year's performance, I think Canberra did skip away to a fairly big lead, and I thought Newcastle played very ordinary. Now it was last year, but then they come back, and I think it was right to the end. It was and Canberra just got there. Now, I think they've only got one player from last year in the side, and they've got a very young side. So with that young side, you never know what goes on, because in the country and city game, we thought, we'd outmuscle the city, but they had a young side. They threw the ball around, and it worked for them. So I think it'll be a very close game, and I think one of the big things that they have to do is keep the ball down in the 20 and get it down there, kick it, and get in there, good defence, and hold them down there, and that might make the difference. So I think it'll be a very close game, and if you make a bounce of the ball, possibly will win the game.
So let your friends know. Work your way to Twitter. We'd love to pass out your messages throughout that match between Canberra and Newcastle. And then at 4:15, our last match here on semi-final day, Illawarra taking on the Central Coast. So whoever wins after 80 minutes, will it go 80 minutes? Will it go further than the Newcastle match? Well, time will tell, but whoever comes away victorious will face the winner of Illawarra and the Central Coast next Saturday, live on Bar TV Sports, thanks to the Country Rugby League. That's McCarthy, dangerous when he runs, trying to probe the gap. 40 metres out. Looking dangerous here, inside the 30, now try the 20. Still going, Riverina. They want to try to finish this one off.
He's a big boy.
Luff. He's going to kick it out wide. Looking for O'Sullivan.
Knock on.
Lions went higher than O'Sullivan, but they've lost it and they've knocked it on.
No advantage. Okay? So we've still got a scrum. We're still going to scrum.
We're still going to have a scrum here. There's Canberra now. There's their youth. There's their
He's knocked on, but you kick the ball dead.
new look squad in 2016.
Because it was touched. Yeah, because it was touched.
They're still out there, warming up. Newcastle have gone back to the sheds. What time do you make it, Chuck?
Just there, mate. Thank you.
Oh, I think we're about
I'll call you out. Bring that foot nice and wide, mate.
2:30, so there'll be plenty of people from Newcastle tuning in to watch this game, and especially a lot of the clubs will be very interested in their players and see how they go. Of course, after this game, or next week. Well, after next week's game, the country first to be picked to go to Samoa at the end of the season. So there's there'll be a fair bit on that game, and everyone there will be trying to trying to make that side, because it's a wonderful trip. I've been to Samoa with the under 18s, and that a few years ago, and it's an eye opener.
I know you'll have to take your camera wherever you go, so bring back a few happy snaps, please.
Mate, I don't even know where to take them on my mobile phone.
Yeah. Anywhere outside Australia these days, I think, is an eye-opener, especially up there. But, you'll come back culturally different if the first time didn't make you any further culturally diverse.
Yeah, it was very good. They're lovely people, and they really look after you. And they love sport.
They do. That's the main thing.
There's a full-time siren.
And that's the thing that brings communities such as those nations together, sport, Here's the kick downfield. That's Cruz. Last touch. What's he going to do? He's just going to run straight into Jack Lyons. And there is the full-time siren. So Riverina go through to grand final day next Saturday on Bar TV Sports. So we'll take a break and we'll come back with the next match. Tier 1, Canberra up against Newcastle on the other side of this break. You're with Peter Jolly and Jock Anderson for Newcastle versus Canberra.